in the place where everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two in this cozy bar where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? Why, that'll be just swell. How are we? What's going on? Where am I? I'm on there. I'm on there. Am I on there? I think I'm on there. Botrix has correctly joined the channel, which is a start if nothing else. I hope it continues. Mandy, the famous hat, thank you. I'm not saying you're daft, can you hear me? Should be able to. Let's have a look. Lights. Oh, hang on. Swingers pineapple, obviously. Camera, microphone, Juki, Piggly Ding, everything said. Who said that? A big boy said it and ran away. Yes, I know, it's me, you fucking idiot. I hate this. Do you know you are live? Yes, I know. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, I think everything's sorted. I actually think for a change, no, I'm lying. Not everything's sorted because Peru, New Jersey, Texas are on my phone. They are not printed. They are not cut out. They are not laminated. They are not cut out as laminates. They are not on the wardrobes. I have failed you all, but they are in hand. If I had had such a day, they might have been done by now. Unfortunatamente, I've not been able to do them. Did he knock and run? He did. I think he might have been Ginger. What did he call it where you were from? In Liverpool, that was known as Knockdown Ginger. It was called different things all over the country, wasn't it? Oh man, I've definitely got a bit of going on at the moment. I don't know why. I think it might be the start of a cold. The seasons have changed, haven't they? I did a video about this earlier on, but I haven't even bothered to edit it or stick it up. I might post it later on, I'm not sure yet. It was a bit shit, to be honest with you. Just me moaning about the weather. Laminate Peru is just, it's not got the same ring to it as Laminate Missouri. Laminate Missouri sounds like an indie film. I would watch that. I would genuinely watch that. Laminate Missouri. Laminate Peru. Maybe if it was in Spanish. Laminación de Perú. Laminación de Perú, yeah? Is that right? I don't know. Laminación de Perú, as they say in Japan. Never played it, you're a good girl. Bollocks. Of course you are. Bollocks. A very good girl. Bollocks. You keep telling yourself that. Everyone played it. Everyone played it. Yeah, right. I'm presuming that's the Colgate ring of confidence rather than the halo that you're wearing there. Not a chance. Not a chance. Nope. Nietsky. We used to. Mind you, after a while, it got boring. So I think if you let kids do it for a while, they stop. We had a stage of, I don't know who it was round here, but About 2 or 3 weeks, people knocking, and we never ever answered the door. You'd have a look out and there's no one there. And then it happened again and you'd hear like footsteps running. Just don't answer it. After a while, they stop doing it. They don't get a chase. As Bob Mortimer said, didn't he, on Would I Lie to You? That's what you're hoping for. You're hoping for a chase so that all of you can run off and then get that excited and I almost got caught, that kind of stuff. Not even tempted. Not even now. Now that you're in your late 30s. Do it now. Just when it gets dark, go outside in your street, knock on someone's door and run away dead quick and see what happens. You might find it to be a buzz and a half that you never knew you needed. Ring doorbells, they have for now. Obviously they weren't there in the 70s. Instead of ring doorbells, you used to have drunken men, Doberman pinchers and hard kids knock on the door and some 15-year-old would run out. That's that who's a boxer, isn't he? Oh shit. I thought Jimmy lived there. No. Knock again, I'm gonna knock you out. Is there any need for how loud that is? That's going to be that melt from Home and Bargain again, isn't it? On his way back home to Blackpool. To be fair though, I think if it was me and I lived in Blackpool, I'd be getting a helicopter to Liverpool to get there as quickly as possible, and then I'd walk home, spend as little time as possible. Mind you, Blackpool's not too bad. He doesn't live in the middle of Blackpool, does he? Obviously. He'd be in Lytham or somewhere nice. One of the nice areas. Totes of balls. Actually, it looks alright. I've been to Squires Gate. My mate used to play for Skem United. He was a goalkeeper for them back in the mid-90s. So I've been to a few places. Squires Gate near Blackpool. Long Eaton near Nottingham. It was interesting. Had some good days out. Tune, Killer Moon, man. The Echo and the Bunnymen's fantastic. I love that band. What a band. I'm trying to find a coat. I want an Ian McCulloch coat, a long black wool coat. I can't find one that looks suitably Ian McCulloch-y. They just don't exist anymore. They're all something else now. There's like an added extra or something that doesn't need to be on there, that is. Just, why can't you find Al fellas coats like that anymore? Long Eaton, you've been there. Good kebabs. We weren't there long enough, unfortunately. Skem did win. My mate had a good game. We went to the local pub, had a good few in there, and then on the way back, on the coach, Bedlam, which was great. Because it was a non-league team as well. The fans were on the bus with the players, because we were all mates. Boss. Really, I used to love them days. If I couldn't go to an Everton away game, and Everton weren't playing at home, I'd like to go to Skem away games. It was brilliant. Good old days. Duolingo is now getting very, very passag. I'm afraid I'm not enjoying it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Practice now, please. Practice now, please. No. Don't need to. Piss off. First place you had tzatziki on a kebab. How very Cosmo. It is supposed to be a bit of a Cosmo place, Nottingham, isn't it? It was also supposed to be the place where there was 5 girls to every 1 lad. So even someone like me stands a chance. No. Turn notifications off. I need to, otherwise I miss me days. So I do need it on there, but I'm just sick of this begging. You have just 6 hours left to do today's lesson. Yes, I know. 6 bloody hours. Knobheads. Long Eaton, not Nottingham. Yeah, I suppose. It was close enough, but it's not Nottingham. Nottingham, is it? It's just near to Nottingham. Took a while to get there as well. I wouldn't have thought it'd be that long. Nottingham didn't take that long, but we were in the car going to Nottingham. Nottingham, we won 1-0. Craig Short scored in the first 5 minutes, and then we got battered for the rest of the game. It rained non-stop. I remember it well. That was when I used to get to quite a few away games. I wouldn't do it now, but I do. I used to enjoy doing that. Day trips to London and here, there and bloody everywhere. Wigan was alright. It's just up the road. You get to Wigan or Blackburn very easily and quickly. Getting to the likes of bloody Crystal Palace or teams like that, not so much. Leicester was a ball ache as well. Not least because the car exploded on the way home, just as we got onto the motorway. The M69. Esther, how you doing? Not averse to actual Nottingham though. Rockhouse. You see, I get that, but I wouldn't. Especially because Sean Dyche, of hashtag Dyche Out, is from Nottingham and loves to go there himself all the time. Nottingham Rock City. He's there constantly. Capitan, how are you, bud? How's things? Esther, you have been missed. Stream paused. Oh no. Log on again. You'll have to. Can't be doing that. Yeah, so I couldn't go to Nottingham. I couldn't. Not if I risked bumping into Sean Dyche. The prick's been talking again this week. We tried to sign Jack Grealish. No, you didn't, you knobhead. You tried to sign Josh Brownhill. Oh, man. What a tit. Why did we ever have him? I am good today. Well, I am now, to be honest with you. It's been a shitty day. Not shitty, just shitty. Know what I mean? Everything's been that little bit more difficult than it needed to be. Work-wise, health-wise. Yep, sorry, football. We're mentioning football, aren't we? Football's being mentioned. Ergo. Back of the net. Ding, bang, do. Get in there. Yeah, everything just took a little bit longer. Stuff that I thought I was going to be able to do within the space of 5 minutes took hours. But I did get to see my daughter, which is a right bonus. I've seen her twice today. Once at 20 to 7, or 20 to 8 this morning rather. And then once in the afternoon. I'm going to see her again in the morning. But then she's getting a lift home. And then I was warned, I might go out this weekend, which means I might see her about 5 o'clock in the morning on either a Saturday or Sunday bloody morning. Esther, you are on it. One of those days today, halfway through work, then it pissed down. It did, didn't it? Absolutely pissed down today. But I was talking about this on a video that I may or may not release later on. I haven't even bothered sorting it out yet. It's the kind of weather that people talk about when they talk about the depressing British weather. I don't find it depressing. I stood outside earlier on and there was, I don't know, breathing in, it was clean air, really clean, clear air. Just cool enough that you could feel it as you breathe it in. And the rain was coming down, it wasn't too heavy. There was a smell of autumn, but there was also that feeling of things being refreshed, nature being moved. Brilliant, I really enjoyed it. And I like the sound of rain anyway. The sound of rain on window panes. Because the window is right here and I work at this desk. When it is raining, it's quite a relaxing kind of thing. So I like that. I like her. We've had the footy graphic, it's been on. Good that I get time with her. Yeah, she's 19 now. And she's bought herself a car. She has yet to pass a test. Until she passes a test, but she's failed once, She'll pass the next one. Once she does, I will barely see her at all. Unless she's coming around here to steal things, obviously. Like records and guitars and amps and what have you. So I'm going to miss her. That's why I'm enjoying as much of this time as possible. And why I take the piss as much as possible. I won't be around forever. And when I'm not, I want her to be in the car. Just occasionally driving with her own kids. And break out into a smile or start laughing. And say something stupid to the kids. Why do you say that? Because Grandad used to say it all the time. Because I am funny. Honestly, I know it doesn't come across on here, but I am. I make her laugh permanently. The loo one. Now, the loo one's sorted. There is a new one in the process of being made. Cannot be shown yet, Esther. Mandy hasn't finished it yet. Once it's done, it'll be done. I'll see when a car needs fixing. I know. My car was in the garage on Monday and stayed in overnight. I got a message on Monday. Have you still got the jump pack in yours? I went, yeah. Can you bring it round? Can't. The car is in the garage. I texted you earlier. Oh, shite, Dad. Oh, shite. She wanted me to go and... Well, not even to her, to one of her mates' house. Can you bring it round and start her car for us? But I couldn't. And instead, I had to pick my car up on Tuesday, and then I spent 300 quid on getting it serviced and a little bit of extra work. I have since spent 200 quid yesterday on buying parts for it. I have now got to spend another 680 quid on a subframe for it. Then about another 600 or 700 quid on paying the fella to do all the work. And I think there's even more stuff that needs to be added. I'm not saying it's a money pit, but by the time it cost me £2,300 the car, I've spent about £3,000 on it so far. But I don't care, man. It's, it's my car, I love it. My first ever Mercedes. If the lotto comes in tonight, I will get it fixed. I'll do a nut and bolt restore on it because I love the thing. And I'll go and buy a brand new S-Class, but you know what I mean. I still want this car. Ali, ali, oh, ali, 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 oh. Keep the suspense, Esther. It'll be, as soon as it's ready, it'll be on the screen. You will see it. There you go. This Captain's Challenge. For fuck's sake. That's a rugby league thing, that Captain's Challenge. Captain's Channel. Captain Kayaking. Give it a watch. If you're not subscribed already, get subscribed. Fact. Am I on the right? I am. Yeah, go on. It's in the pinned comment at the moment, so get on there. It's definitely Trigger's broom or Cromwell's dagger, depending on which TV show you watched first. Did you know that? Trigger's broom, obviously from Only Fools and Horses. But before that, on an episode of Lovejoy, it was mentioned about Cromwell's dagger, which had only had 15 blades and 17 handles, etc. It is a lot. The thing is as well, Cap, that car, when I bought it at 2,300, I spent 1,500 quid getting a ball spinner and an adaptive controller, which is a little pad so I can use the indicators, the windscreen wipers, the horn and what have you. I need one of them because I can only use one hand at the moment. So if I was to get another car, I'd need to see whether or not that particular unit that cost 1,500 quid can be moved to another car. It would still need to be installed, so it still cost hundreds. Whereas this, I'll keep it going for as long as possible. It's 20 years old. It's not going to last another 20 years, but I'll get it sorted. If it costs another £2,000, I'm not arsed. It's only money. My daughter can sell a kidney. There you go. Yes, my car. In Nederlands, alstublieft. Ik weet niet wat het is in Nederlands. Mijn auto is kapot. Kut ding. Which sounds very much like the Fine Young Cannibals, doesn't it? Kut ding. Ball spinner. Yeah, it's an accessory. Right. It's not what you think. Not what you think. It's, the handle I grab hold of, that's called a ball spinner. But it's got a pad on it as well, a Lodgson's R210, for those who are interested. So I can press little things. But I need it. I'm not allowed to drive without it. I've got to have an automatic. I can't drive a manual. I can't physically drive one anyway. But until I pass an assessment in the future, I'm only allowed to drive automatics. And they have to have a ball spinner, and they have to have a pad. So it's all about the Benjamins. So watch all the 24p adverts that you can. It is only money. It's me legs. I can walk, but I can't walk too far. So the car, I need it. I can go to Tesco. Other supermarkets do actually exist. I can drive there. I can park in the blue badge car, but right at the front of the store. I can walk around there, get me stuff. I can get away with that. If I had to walk all the way there, I would collapse on the way back. Is spin kapot? It looks like it. Waar is spin? Godverdomme jongen. 'Twas a joke. I know, Mandy, I know. Wind your neck in, girl. But for those who don't know what a ball spinner is, that's what it is. I ain't saying he a ball spinner, but he ain't getting no motherfucking spin thinner. Frankie Howard insert, of course. Always got a ball spinner. Yeah, I will get it done. It's a load of cash. At a time where I don't need to be spending money. I've spent loads this last year. Far too much. Far too much. But I'll just get it done. I can't do without it. Ken Lee, I did it without you, know what I mean? Levels working, spin isn't. Don't know why, hang on. Hang on where we are. I'll log into Botrix and see if that helps, but Botrix is already logged into, isn't it? Widgets. Is it a widget? It is. Should we change something and see what happens? Oh, don't do that. I can't see otherwise. Don't do that. Don't do that. Make some changes just to see if it works. Right, so if you give it a go, you might be alright. Would electric bike help? Do you know what? I don't think it would, because I can't use my left hand. So I can't actually lean on anything, otherwise I'd just fall over. So I need to be very, very careful. You'll have to create something for the 50th level. Mandy has created something, but I haven't uploaded it onto the thing. So if you level up tonight, I do apologise. Bastard. Why is it not working? Spin wheel is on there. Spin wheel, keep on turning. Don't know why it's not working. I'm logged in. It's logged in. Yeah, not leveled up yet. It won't be far off. We just need ninja chat. There's going to be very few ninja chats unless they are picking my daughter up or dropping her off in town or something. So you might see the occasional 11 o'clock rant in the car. But apart from that, I can't really use anything on my left-hand side. I can't. That's about it, really. I've had problems with my left-hand side today. I can't even pass the duchy. That's how bad it is. I've had loads of cramps in my left leg. Loads of them. For the last day or two. Maybe 2 days. But it's also, it won't straighten. So when I'm trying to stand up, my right foot's on the floor, my left foot's sticking up slightly. And I'm trying to push the leg down so I can stand up, and it won't. And occasionally it'll be tremoring at the same time. So I'm stood there, one leg slightly off the ground, tremoring. It looks like Elvis. It's ridiculous, man. I'll have to make a homemade spinner. Oh, I have to pedal. I can't pedal. Laminate a skinny thing. What? Does that mean you, Mandy? Laminate you? Can't take an umbrella with you. I could take. No, I can't. I've got my walking stick there. I haven't used that for a while, have I? A spinny thing. No. If it's not working, it's not meant to be. We move on. It'll work next time. Jeff. Yes, Jeff. Laminate a spinny thing. I know how to. I know how you do it. I also know how to put a little bit of blue tack at the bottom, or a paper clip hidden out the way, so it always falls on the same thing. We used to do that in work. We had something called the brewometer, which was a tea. You used to spin to see who made the tea for the entire team. And of course, we used to cheat constantly, so Grace, the lovely Grace, always got picked. I love Grace. Me little mate. That's the 5th time it's happened today, and everyone's looking around going, well, she's going to twig eventually. She never did. Until one day. Why is it always me? And she had to look. There's a fucking there's a fucking paperclip on this, you knobheads. Umbrella looks very steep. This one doesn't. This one is made of German wood. There you go. Get rid of my eyes. German wood. And of course, being a tall boy, I had to buy the longest one possible. That's going to fall and let me in a minute. That's not an umbrella, I know. That's a walking stick. But it's the best I can do. I can't do umbrellas. You need 2 hands to use an umbrella. Remember, the German pimp stick. The other umbrella, you see, you got me at it now. The other walking stick in the house, the one with the ornate silver handle on it, is just a little bit too low for me. And I can't be doing with that. I mean, I don't use it anyway, but it's there just in case. And also if I need a little bit of sympathy. Or maybe I'll just start using it. I'll start dressing up like a sapper or whatever it is. I'll wear a suit for everything. Take me cane with me. Start speaking with a deep south accent. Doing that. Well, I do declare. Yes, some. Works wonders though, doesn't it? Bit of German wood. Bit of German wood. Dink dank do. Oh yeah, definitely got to spin it as well. Definitely got to spin it. Umbrellas are available in pop-up. It doesn't matter. Do you know what though? I'm not made of sugar. I have hats. Not asked about getting my hair wet. Not asked about getting wet. Did you do alcohol-free mint julep? Well, I do declare, Mr. Thomas, you're giving me the vapors. They might do. All mint, no julep. Who knows? Can you twirl it without knocking yourself out? I am not testing that on the stream. No helicopters here, thank you very much. Men don't do umbrellas. Umbrellas, by the way, are an absolute knobhead invention. Well, they are for me anyway. I've said this before, haven't I? Well, on a rainy day, especially at the match and stuff like that, as I'm walking down the street, surrounded by people of a slightly lower height than I am getting my fair share of rain. But because they're all lower than me, I'm also getting the rain that bounces off their bastard umbrella onto me. So I'm getting it from every angle. I end up absolutely soaking. You should have brought an umbrella. Piss off. It's one of the issues of being tall. Yeah, with the little hat. Could we have a hat umbrella? We'd have one of them, couldn't we? Oh, helicopters. The air ambulance landed by yours today. Seemingly a training exercise, literally 20 metres away. We had the one earlier on. I think it was the home and bargain dude going back home to Blackpool. From Kirby. Know what I mean, mate? You from Kirby, you lad? Dolphin friendly Earl Grey, almond milk, one sweetener, in a thermos, because I'm definitely worth it. Tried to talk Vic into getting one for a phone, a little umbrella. The problem with that is it doesn't matter about direct sunshine. It's 3 million degrees in Las Vegas. So the entire phone is just melting because human beings, desert, etc. Human beings should not live in the desert. But there's got to be something. There's got to be some kind of cameras that you can have that will work. I mean, there's webcams on the Sahara Desert. Come on. Make it happen. Make it so. Yeah, umbrellas are no use when the wind is too much. It's not been too windy today, but just enough where I wouldn't trust an umbrella. You would end up proper Mary Poppins. You tell you what, you'd end up next door to Ali. Put your umbrella up in Southport, end up in Offaly. Umbrellas are proper wool, they are. Umbrellas and white socks. Fucking wool, you lad. What I mean, lad? Yes, how's Mrs. Tom? Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? And how's Domingos Duarte, el gato más guapo del mundo, eh? How's your dad? How is he? How is he in himself? And how's your new job? How's it going? You going all right? Have you settled in there? Are your feet rare under the table? Sam, how are you doing? How's things? Esther, you like wool? You say, but there's wool. And then there's wolves. Wool's all right, but wool isn't. That make any sense? No, of course not. If you're not from Liverpool, you're a wool. We can't have wool. We can have wool. Just can't have wool. Making no sense to anyone, this. Apart from me and Tomash. Actually, Mandy knows as well. You can stand under my umbrella. Steve-o, it's been blowing a hoolie today, it has. A proper full-on hoolie as well. It's not been as bad up here. It's been a little bit, but not too bad. But then it's got a bit worse as the night's gone on. It's a glorious looking sky out there, though. Very cinematic. You know what wool is. Very well informed you are. I have told you what it is. Plus, of course, Twitter and now Blue Sky is just full of scousers having to go at wolves constantly. You're fighting off COVID at the moment. Oh, sad to hear that, Sam. Keep fighting the good fight. Have you tried bleach? Apparently that works, according to the tangerine twat. You have a stack of wool that's untouched since Ninja Potatoes. A sentence that makes no sense until you see. A knitted Ninja Potato. They are a thing. As are hairy knitted Ninja Potatoes. Your grand Mrs. Tom's had a busy few days. Grandad isn't well. Oh, get well soon, Grandad, Mrs. Tom. Domingo can't understand what's going on with the weather. Dad's okay. Finish some antibiotics. Go ahead. Taking them shopping in the Mananas. Good stuff, man. Yep. Steve O, hello to Ellen, the Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field. And Ruby Roo, the greatest tennis ball chaser in the whole of East Anglia. If not the world, who knows? Good evening to all who drink. Absolutely, man. How's the book, Mandy? How are the books going? Are you still stuck on book 1? The wool stuff on Blue Sky is a bit tedious. It's beyond tedious. Especially given the fact that most of the people who are moaning about wolves on there are wolves themselves. You can't come from Huyton and start moaning about wolves. You are a fucking wool. The two most wool places on the planet Heighton and Kirby. So try hard. Saw no Walt, just queues for spuds. Oh yeah, that was ridiculous. That Spud Bros has opened in Liverpool, which does jacket potatoes or baked potatoes if you're not from England, and people queuing round the block. Why? Your hairy potato has still survived despite Ruby. Again, a sentence that nobody would understand unless they'd been to this particular bar, this pube. All kinds of alternative medicine is popular in the current regime. Anything besides actual peer-reviewed science. Whatever you're going to take, make sure it works. Lots of fluids, Sam, lots of fluids. I am convinced. Loads of fluids. Piss yourself healthy. The body knows what it's doing. New job is fine, Tomash. You'll have it revolutionised in no time. Never in doubt. Much more straightforward than the last job, but a bit frustratingly perhaps not as effective. It's a balancing act, isn't it? A seesaw, a yin-yang, all that business. You'll get there, man. You will smash it into a cocked hat, as they say in Japan. Still on Book 1. Yeah, we're all glad to hear about your hairy spuds, Steve-O. Big up Steve-O's hairy spuds. 5 more pause streams to 200. Oh, Sam.
It's going up. It's there.
It is there. Yeah, 5 more until 200. It's more than 200, like, isn't it? But you know what I mean. But we're getting there. Rehab in Wall territory. It is. Well, not rehab. It's going to be Brad Pittification, isn't it? The Brad Pittification is going to be in. I don't know what's going to happen with the face physio. Maybe that's in Wiston as well. Very Wall territory. Wiston is next to Heighton, which is also, it's not far away from St Helens, which is uber Wool. You know what I mean? I'm still waiting to hear from that. I thought I would have heard something by now anyway. Just a little something in the NHS app, but no, nothing. I just know I'm back to Southport Hospital on the 25th of this month to go and see the eye lady. It's a pity her name's not Candy, because it'd be great, wouldn't it? I'm going to see Eye Candy, and then that's disgusting. It's misogynistic behaviour. No, she's the eye lady and her name's Candy. That'd be great, but it's not. Uberwool, very Uberwool it is. 28th of September is stream 200. We need to do something special then for the 200th regular scheduled stream. Obviously there's no ninjas involved in that. There's loads more. How many have I done? Does it tell you? Does it tell you on FAP? Where's my playlists? Come on. Where's my playlists? Live stream playlist. 230 videos. That means there's been 230 streams already, including this one, which would make it 30 ninjas. I did not realise it was that many. Would you like a drink? Go ahead. Anyone want a bevy? Anyone want a bevy, lads? Still think you need fake eyelashes in bigger and bigger sizes for physio instead of platinum. I'm worth platinum. Come on, I'm worth it. I could use a cider. We do have cider. We'll have cider now. Zoider. We like the Zoider. We have not got a Spanish flag up If you wish me happy 200th from Spain, it does count. Anybody who's watched a stream and has said hello or sod off, you melty faced bastard, doesn't matter. From whatever country in the world you have viewed this stream, you go on the wall. So yeah, if you're in España with Domingos Duarte El Gato Mas Guapo del Mundo, is he going back home, is he? Yeah, it counts. Everything counts in large amounts. In the 80s, it was a thing for boys to wear mascara. In the 2000s, it was almost a thing for boys to wear mascara. Every woman that I've worked with over the years has tried to get me to put mascara on because I've got long eyelashes. Oh, you look amazing. I won't. I look an absolute tit. I look like a melty-faced cow. Save 200 for the 29th. West Ham at home. Ooh. Pitch invasion. What are you doing? I'm streaming, lad. Yeah. Definitely not where Steve is from. Although I can imagine you just turn. You must have worked in places where it's full of shite. I have myself in the past. So by the time you get home, your eyelashes, everything's absolutely coated in like soot and what have you. So it looks like you're wearing them anyway. Work your way up, pre-platinum, otherwise you'll have a permanent wink. At which point I won't be able to ask for anything in shops, will I? Doing that constantly. Cider, it's almost like juice. It'll be good for your health. It will, Sam, it will. It's almost like drinking water. But obviously a bit more folly over at the end of it. It will be good for you. Cider, you can piss yourself healthy with cider, just as much as water. Cap, you'll have a baby share. Remember that advert? I'll have a baby share. Vic, alright Vic. How's it going, Vic? Apples, one of your 5 a day. It counts, it does. Apples, cider. Potatoes don't actually count, do they? Grapes do. Wine, there you go. You can have your entire 5 a day just in bottles. Domingo with mascara. El Gato Mas Guapo Plus. I could be the Lily Savage. I could. Yet they were constantly asking me. In fact, I was talking to one of the girls earlier on. Lives down south now. Every time I seen her in the office, go on, please let me put mascara on you. Fuck off. She's doing well, by the way. I think she owns half of the south of England. Hi to Ruby, Hannah and Jack, of course. The adorable dogs. Oh my god, the dogs are adorable. 13 in 8 likes. I don't mind those odds. They're quite good. You are alright. Grr at your job. Is that grr as in great? Or grr as in... You're not turning into a bear, are you? Jobs, man. Work is a 4-letter word. We know that. Why have you only realised that your niece is Britvic? She is. Britvic, which you have in pubs. We used to all the time. Yeah, pulling down old plaster and laid ceilings is the dirtiest job you've done. Look like Al Jones. I've done loads of them. I used to work with 2 lads in the pub that we used to have. Knocking ceilings down. Pulling down architraving and, yeah, ceilings, the floors from upstairs would come down. Would redo everything. Horrible. Absolutely horrific. Managed to slip past the gate into the pool, but you're all back inside now. Oh, dogs, you see, the smart dogs. Yeah, let's not make that a thing too late. Britvic, Mandy, on-screen asset queen. Britvic 55. You're nowhere near 55, so. Oh, actually, you are, aren't you? 56 and look like Rose West. I keep telling people. It doesn't put them off, though, does it? Leave her alone. She's all right. Just leave her. No, she's not going to send you pictures of feet. No, he's not going to do belly rubs. She's 55 and is orange. Britvic 55. No. You just don't listen. Can you take me in your house? Fuck off, man. Potatoes are healthy enough. You'll have some chips with vinegar. Very healthy meal. Do you mean chips as in crisps chips or chips as in proper chips? Salt and vinegar. I know the salt doesn't really help, does it? But you've got to have them with salt as well. It's nearly a swear word. Britvic was great. Britvic is a make of juices that you used to have in pubs. They also used to make tonics, tonic waters and things like that. Ginger ales. When I was bottling up in the pub when we had them, I always used to have Britvics. British Victoria. Sounds far more elegant, that, doesn't it? We have more Vics. Now we've got our Vic, who's from Britain, therefore she is Britvic. Loved a cakey bisques. Yeah, it was a drinks brand in the UK. Britvic 55 used to be the one that we'd sell all the time, which was like 55% fruit juice, 45% like lemonade or something. I used to like them. The Britvic tomato juice was really nice. Absolutely loaded with white pepper. To the point where it burned your head off. Despite the fact that pepper doesn't really burn your head off. If you put enough in, though, it does. Bizarrely. You're taken to wearing socks with flip-flops. Vic, have you turned into a 55-year-old British male by any chance? We tend to do that, don't we? Even though I'm not 55.
Piggly ding. Next.
Piggly ding. Next. What were they called in the pub? The Britvic bottles. Used to have splits and babies. Split minerals and baby minerals. Split was 300 and something mil. No, actually, might have been 300 mil. 280 mil something. And the baby minerals were the little one that you put them in like your gin and tonic. The way your job is going, you might need to sell feet pics. Get them done. Doesn't matter, get them done. There's plenty of people out there by the sound of it. Keep forgetting you ain't a Brit, because you speak bloody good English, that's why. In fact, you don't speak bloody good English. You speak bloody good English. Socks and flip-flops. Rub belly with feet, there you go. That would cost you extra. That's got to be extra. Nice thick chunks of potato. Proper chips, man. Purely to prevent... right, so you're having to wear them to prevent the feet pic requests. Men are disgusting, aren't they? Like the Royal Club Schweppes. They are similar kind of things. Used to like them too, with a packet of scratchings. Piggetchins, man. It is meant for you. Splits and babies, that's what they were. Socks with flip-flops, how do you get your toes in? Do you mean flip-flops or do you mean sliders? A kipper's red, you can. Of course you can, Esther. Louise, if you are lurking in the background, cover your ears. I can't even hear that and I need a pee. How bad's that? Lovely stuff, lovely. You can't do the ones that go between your feet. Thongs, as they call them in Australia, don't they? Flip-flops that you put your toes through. Thongs. They're not thongs. Don't care what you call them. They're not thongs, mate. You need an alcoholic beverage. Some kind of cocktail would be great. Have we still got the cocktails? Oh, we have, yeah. There you go. A mojito. It's a hito, but there's mo. There you go. A whiskey mac, a shot of whiskey in a glass. You drink it wearing a dirty Colombo-style mac with your lard out. Barushi. We've still got Black Russian, haven't we? Brushies. Tequila Funlander, Mexican spirits, and a fumble in the car park behind the waltzers with a slick-haired young man of dubious virtue. Fuzzy Bear Tequila, grapefruit juice, lime, agave syrup, and a splash of kipper juice. Disgusting. They're disgusting. But we do cocktails. We do mocktails as well, which I like cocktails, but with no alcohol. You don't get the foot fetish. I don't, but jeez man, there's some proper filth out there. In Japan they wear it like that. Japan, they've got something else, haven't they? They have got something else. The spinner is kaput. Oh, kaput. It is. There's no spin working. Thong on your feet. A thong for Europe. Thong to thong, thong, thong. We do serve horsey wind pumper, we do. Don't believe me? Have a look at this. Proper horsey wind pumper. That looks I would drink that right now. Look at that, man. That looks like it would put hairs on your hairs, that. I would have that. Thong, da thong, thong, thong. The fuzzy bear is right up your alley. Filth. It does sound good, doesn't it? Apart from the kippers juice at the end, I suppose. But then kippers is a bear, not kippers. Yeah. The kippers juice, I think that's a take it or leave it. We'll leave that one. Does sound alright though, doesn't it? Not that I drink shorts. Oh, hang on, it's before 9 o'clock. Thank Christ for that. See, I can't see Dave Stewart from the Eurythmics after 9 o'clock at night, otherwise bad things happen. He's a portent of doom after 9 o'clock. 5 to 9, we get away with that. It's still the wrong one. The witch with a witch with a witch. Mandy, witch. I wasn't calling you a witch, by the way. Witch. Wim pups all round. Yeah, we had video of Horsey Wind Pumper as well, didn't we? The actual place. Kind of blew Mandy's mind. One, that it existed, and two, that we managed to get it on the channel. One day, we'll try and do a live stream from there. How's that? The wind pump animation. Work out which one it is then, Mandy, and remind me, and I will download it, upload it, and it will be sorted. You knew it existed. I know you knew it existed. But, you know, did you really know it existed? You know it exists. But does it really exist? You know what I mean. But do you really know what I mean? That's stolen from the Mighty Boosh, obviously. Yeah, but it exists, and it exists on a map. But it doesn't exist until someone actually goes there and goes, hello, here we are. At that point, here we are. I've downloaded it at least twice now. Obviously not, Mandy. Otherwise it'd be working properly. So I've somehow cocked it up. It needs to be fixed. Once it's fixed, I'll fix it. Yes, it'll be there. Just let me know which one it is. I'll download it again. I will delete whatever this one is beforehand, and then I will throw it in there. Oh, that's seen. Oh, we've all seen pics, man. We've all seen pics. What am I up to this weekend? Everton are playing at home on Saturday. 3 o'clock on a Saturday. Who'd have thunk it? We are playing West Ham on Saturday, so I will be going to that. There may be a pre-game stream at about 1 o'clock maybe-ish. 1 o'clock in the blessed PM. And there will also be a stream afterwards at about 5:30, 6 o'clock. So it's going to be a football weekend. Esther, you nearly said Goodison. I can't get away from doing that either. I'm going to Goodison. I'm not. I'm going to the Hill Dickinson Stadium at Bramley Moordock. Vic, you've only got 6 minutes left. Now, if you look after yourself, you've got at least, 50 years ahead of you. 50 strong years ahead of you. Don't put yourself down. Oh, back to work, you mean? West Ham. It is Villa. Sorry, it's Villa, not West Ham. Claret and blue. Same thing. Different knobheads. I've got loads of Villa mates, actually. The Sound Villa, I don't mind. Yes. It's not West Ham at Goodison. It's actually Aston Villa at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. There you go. See how bad things are with my brain? I could have ended up in East London trying to go to an Everton home game against Aston Villa. That's how bad things are. Villa. Yeah, it is Villa. Oh, Villa. Off to the footy. You're into motocross. You don't know anything about football. I don't worry about that. You're probably better off, to be honest with you. Yeah, lunch or the end of the world. Victoria, it's not the end of the world. Ali, you might be in Dublin on Saturday evening. Are you singing? Is that what's happening? Are you working? Are you doing wet work? Are you going to take out some fool? Going to whack some mook? Is that what it is? That's what's going to happen. You want I should fucking whack this fucking mook? That's how Ali talks, by the way. It's not how Ali talks. Yeah, join the club. You don't need to know anything about football. It's a fallacy. You don't need to. You like what you like, don't you? It might be the national sport, but it's not for everyone. Absolutely. And it gets to the point where during the season I get so sick of football, I would rather watch rugby league or boxing. Both at the same time, sometimes. Cheeky pre-match meet-up in the concourse. We're on different levels. Literally and figuratively. Only in height. That's all it means, only in height. I am upper and you are lower. Oh no, my place. It's very very two Ronnies and John Cleese, that, isn't it? I look up to him. I look down on him. There you go. Wax a book. Lots of things can be waxed. Probably a book is not too bad, is it? Any sport that can hurt you, you like. Any sport can hurt you. Any sport. You know, any sport can do that. I've got hair playing tiddlywinks. I called the other person I was with a dickhead and he punched me in the face. Keep an eye on the news in Dublin this week. Yeah, Ali O's there. There could be all kinds of kerfuffles going on. All my friends are into football. That sounds like a proper punk song, that. We should make that. We can make that. That could be the next single by Combat Erection. All my friends are into football. In fact, you know, I'm going to take a picture of that so I don't forget it. This bastard thing at open. There you go. I'll make that tonight. I'll write the lyrics. We'll AI the music. We'll have another song. I'm in pain I'm not in pain when Everton lose. I used to be. Not anymore. It's just a game now, isn't it? Just lunch, thankfully. Yes, thank you, Vic. None of this. It's not the end of the world. Can't be. Esther, guess you're deaf. Pardon. Not just in height terms, not just in brilliance terms. Oh, behave, Tomash. You help people, I don't. I just say silly things occasionally. Yes, have a good rest of the day at work, Vic. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Don't go postal yet. Both go in at the same level, don't we? Personal question, Mandy. We're in different stands, so no. If you see FMX, they do front flips on motocross bikes. Jeez, man. That sounds well dodgy. That sounds a recipe for disaster. Yeah, very poor.
Very poor.
Very poor.
Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed. A working class hero is something to be. Absolutely. One of my favourite songs, that. Yes, that's the Plaza, not the Concourse. That sounds really posh, that, doesn't it? That sounds far too posh for Evertonians. I'll meet you on the Plaza. Unfortunately, I can't meet you at the Concourse, dear boy. If anything happens, it wasn't me. There you go, there's proof. Deniability, straight away. Get in there early. It wasn't me, honest. Oh, did you tell us they lied about your stone location? Where is it? Where is your stone? Let me know where your stone is, because we need to do at least a bit of a video from it to begin with. Got to show people that you've actually got to show Tom's stones. It's what? You'll be live at 5 PST. Post-traumatic stress, is that? For dyslexics. Good. We shall see you. You recognise me, I'll be wearing my face. I own 5%. Bizzle fo shizzle, Vic. Bizlets, faux shizzlets. If you haven't followed Vic yet, have we put Vic's channel in there yet? We have, haven't we? Have we? Began we? There's Vic's channel as well. We'll move these pins around bit by bit. But yeah, follow everyone. Any link that you see in this stream today, follow them. They're all brilliant. All brilliant. Sniper jokes aside, the news from the US is grim. It always bloody is. Someone just got shot there today as well, didn't he? Charlie Kirk, that right-wing activist dude. He's been, don't know what's happened to him, like, but pew pew QQ and all that stuff. It's horrible. The plaza, delusions of grandeur. No, it is a proper plaza. Mandy, it's a plaza. What time is 5 Pacific time? That would be, it's Pacific. Oh. Is that going to be, is that midnight or is that 1 o'clock in the blessed AM? Yeah, the Poland-Russia stuff's horrible. Poland have invoked Article 4 of NATO, haven't they? The NATO agreement. So, by rights, by law, America now has to step in because they're members of NATO, along with the rest of us. We've all got to step in and have a go at Russia. And if they don't, bad things going to happen, man. The world is well and truly on its arse. The Fan Plaza, the Budweiser Fan Plaza, horrible, isn't it? 16,000 capacity. The dock wall, tram lines, the water reflected in different tiles. Do you know what it genuinely is? It is a place of architectural joy. The whole place is. Yeah, 1 o'clock in the UK, I thought so. It's looking like the end of the world. No, it can't be. Steve, it can't be until Everton are a day away from winning the title. We'll play on a Saturday to win the league, and that day is when end of days will happen. Always the way. Bye-bye, Britvik. Britvik, bye-bye. Flash by name, flash by nature. Hurrah! Jeff has been watching Blackadder. Go ahead, lad. It is 1 o'clock in the blessed AM. You did put it in earlier. Oh, filthy you. I know, but I can't see everything that's on this screen. On these screens. There's 2 screens and a camera. And all kinds of other shit going on. No wonder we get confused. You like the outside of Goodison better? This stadium looks a bit like Lord's. It does. Do you know what it does? I know exactly what you mean. Is it the whatchamacallit, the thingamajig, the Ujima flip? The media centre at Lord's does look like the South Stand. It does. Outside of Goodison looks more traditional. But Esther, this is absolutely gorgeous. On a sunny day when it's warm, the light bouncing off the docks, the water in the docks, ships coming in, going out again. Absolutely incredible. It looks beautiful. Bloody beautiful. You made the mistake of seeing the Charlie Kirk footage. He did get shot today. Be surprised if he survives. Is this kind of like JFK? Don't think he's going to make it when half his head's missing, that kind of thing. Fine, listening to US news via BBC World Service blunts the emotional damage. The emotional damage. Yeah, I think you probably have to, don't you? I'm very similar with the UK news. I would have to watch Al Jazeera or something just to see what's going on. Yeah. It's mad, isn't it? The world is going crazy. It's media. There's too much media. There's too much lying to us. You don't get news anymore, you get opinion. Even the UK news, which is supposed to be balanced and unbiased, isn't. You don't get news, you just get opinion. This is what we think. The Lib Dems have had to, or they're having a go at the BBC, aren't they, because of unbalanced news coverage, because they said you're following Farage around like you're a lost puppy. It's true. Reform, what have they got, 6 MPs compared to the Greens 17, whatever. and they're permanently on the TV. It's like, what's going on? There's no balance anywhere. It's just opinion all the time. Gone are the days. The World Service used to be brilliant. Don't know what it's like these days, but it used to be great for cricket as well. Yeah, Lord's cricket. The World Service, the old World Service and on long wave, or whatever it used to be, in the as you tune it in to listen to cricket over in New Zealand. Man, great things. Did it happen on a campus? It happened somewhere, didn't it? It said earlier on, it was popped up on me phone. Guardian, I think it might have been. Can't stand the fucking Guardian either. The Holy Cricket Ground is fantastic. You're at Lord's this year. Can somebody non-modded put... Can someone, give it a go, see what happens. The waterfront is lovely, it is. A bit lower than JFK. JFC then, if that's the case. That's more JFC, isn't it? Oosh. Flyby like deployed. Richie, how you doing, bud? Lovely to see you. Nice to see you, Is it nice? Non-mods. No, it's a mod thing, unfortunately, Mandy. Just a mod thing. We are the mods, we are the mods, we are the mods. Steve, how exactly? If you bait enough crazies, don't be surprised when you get bit. And that comes from every single conceivable angle. If you take the piss constantly, you will find someone's just going to go mad. Because there's too many dickheads around. Far too many dickheads. Less dickheads, please. Less dickheads. Richie's channel, quickly put that in as well as a pinned message. Alio, we're going to pin yours. I'm with Sam, we're going to pin yours as well. Lula Bellatini, how are you? How are you in yourself? Jonathan Lewis now writing general news comment pieces for The Guardian. I read one earlier on. Yeah, there's too much of that on The Guardian. The only person who's worth reading on The Guardian, bizarrely, is Adrian Chiles. And it's because I genuinely think he's got a mental illness. Or he's living in a different world to the rest of us. While there's bombs raining down, there's people getting shot everywhere, he starts coming out with things like, I hate screw top bottles, don't you hate screw top bottles? The fucking world are you living in? I want to live in his head for a week. Just a week, that'll do me. But he is nuts. Yeah, I read what was Jonathan Lewis talking about earlier on. It was some kind of, it was what's the end game for the racists kind of thing. Stop the boats. Who's next? What's going to be the end game? There's going to be no end game, is there? Send them back. Right, okay, they're gone. Who's next? Ding, 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 ding. But it was one of those. I thought to myself, I was reading it, why is he doing this? Why is he involved in this? Rob the idea off Spark of Pyro. Yeah, we'll have to thank him as well for that. It looked a very, very good idea. I knew it was a thing. I didn't know what a thing it was, though. I needed to see it being used before I realised, yes, we can use this. You could have sat there and explained it to me for about 4 days. It wouldn't have made any sense. Just seeing it, bang, oh, right, that's how it works. Oof. Yes, we are using that. World Service is at least calmer in tone. That is rare in the States now. Because it's been allowed to. I hate that. We're getting the same way, Sam, to be honest with you. Fox News is not allowed in Europe, not allowed to be seen in Europe because it's just lies. But we've got GB News and we've got other bits and pieces like that. I genuinely think TV is being used to dumb us down as an entire world population. We don't get news, we don't get education anymore. It's just frothy opinion pieces. What shoe goes best with this outfit this summer? Sound. There's loads of shit like that on all day. My mum sits and watches it all day in the UK. Good Morning Britain and all that fucking rubbish. Lorraine. Just utter shit. And bit by bit, her brain is turning to mush. I can hear it and it's doing my head in. While I'm sitting there watching space documentaries and trying to learn things, they're watching shit like this. It's genuinely trying to make people stupid, because if you're stupid, you're compliant. I hate it. I hate it. How's the gorgeous Bengal fur baby? You don't really have current content, but it's fine to link. Just keep expectations low. No. Fine. Everything's fine, Sam. At some point, you are going to start churning out epic content. I know that. George Michael there. Got to have faith there. Murmur. Trying to get Vic to do it for stuff too, mainly Ruby, because Ruby wears a muzzle because she needs to. It's just write it for her. She can copy and paste it and put it into bot tricks, and then bing, off you go. And then the same kind of thing as the mod chats. Just have the usual mod chats. Like, comment, subscribe, ding, ding, ding. Make things easy, man. Childs, I never thought I'd move house because of a toilet seat. The man is a genius. He's an absolute genius. Again, when you are watching stuff like this happening, the world is turning to shit. What do you need? You need Adrian Childs. That's your destiny. Destiny's Childs. Absolutely him. Bengal fair baby's getting old. 16 this week. Jeez, man. There was a Roscoe lecture in St George's Hall in Liverpool some years ago. We saw former Director General Greg Dyke defend the BBC in the World Service. The BBC that Greg Dyke was involved in does not exist anymore. Thanks to David fucking Cameron. Filled it full of people that he went to university with. All ex-Tory ministers and or ex people who tried to become Tory ministers and people who used to run Conservative fan clubs, you know what I mean? Which it's no good. On the news and current affairs side of things, you need to have people from all over, different denominations. They don't. Because at the moment, the BBC is just not, there's no balance involved. There's no balance involved. Who was it who said, if someone says to you, it's raining outside, balance isn't having someone on there saying it's not raining outside. Balance is looking out the window and see if the floor's wet. It's not that way anymore. Just stupid. Stupid, man. Get back to being normal. Oh, for a Robin Day. Happy birthday in advance, yes. Sleeping, it's a respectable age, isn't it? I like that. Dottie will be 1 tomorrow. Bloody hell. Before you know where you are, these animals are grey at the beard, aren't they? Yeah, emotional manipulation is way more profitable than straightforward, calmly delivered facts, which, ironically, is a straightforward and calmly delivered fact. It is. It just causes as much problem as possible. And it's clickbaiting. Rage baiting and clickbaiting maybe should be an internet thing rather than a state broadcaster thing, you know what I mean? Ali's got good videos of bird feed. Yes, she's got good bird feeder video. I can't speak English. I used to do Dennis Birdcam live streams. I've not done one this year. The weather's been awful, but they're absolutely superb to watch. Dead relaxing. It's great. Ali, you want a bucket of tea? We can do that. A nice bucket of tea. Nice bucket of tea. Definitely no balance on question time. There isn't. It's quite funny. Someone did a breakdown of how many times Farage has been on there compared to how many times Caroline Lucas or someone's been on. Just, it's mad. But the people who run question time have got connections to people who run other things that really they shouldn't be involved. Know what I mean? Just mad. I don't watch question time anymore. It's just utter rubbish. And then there's been loads of plants in the audience. I live in this particular this town, and I'm telling you this, and then 6 months later they're in a completely different town in Scotland saying I live in this town and this. Just, there's no need for it. Especially nowadays when people, AI can check people. This person's been in 17 different question time audiences in 17 different bloody places and keeps supporting the government of the day. What's going on here? The whale's gone mad. Are you staying safe this blustery time of year, Steve-O? Are you wearing your tights? Aye, yeah. Gotta wear your tights, mate. You are familiar with Ali, but not Dennis. Sam. There's a Dutch footballer called Dennis Bergkamp. So when I started doing live bird streams, I called them Dennis Birdcam. So it's me, not anyone else. I haven't done one this year, unfortunately. The weather's been lovely, but also far too windy to do outside bird streams, unfortunately. Gorgeous doggo all the time, running and playing. I would love the energy as well, man. Steve, you should finish repointing the brickwork on a conservatory. Pictures on Sunday, good stuff. We love seeing that. The sad news continues. The man who invented the hard-boiled egg covered in sausage meat and finished in breadcrumbs has died. R.I.P. Scotch egg. Gone but not forever. Forgotten. Sorry, you're going to get a very poor for that.
Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed. Oh, look at the Dukey. Russ Abbott. Oh, what an atmosphere. Can't beat Russ Abbott. You're being short till November. Wasn't that Wycliffe Jean? I'll be in shorts till November. Yeah, you know what? I will be as well. Got to be done. Got to be done. Got to be done. It's not that cold. Even in November, it's not that cold in the UK, really, is it? I mean, genuinely, come on. It's not that cold. It was like -20, I think it was, in the Netherlands, and we were wearing shorts playing footy. No one batted an eyelid. Well, you couldn't because your eyes were frozen open. Couldn't do me socks up, me laces up on my football boots. So it made you look really stupid, having to get the trainer to do it for you. Then couldn't undo them on the way in. Couldn't take them off. You're supposed to take your boots off before you go into the changing rooms. Couldn't do that. There's someone else to undo them. Then he started undoing your shorts. Hang on a sec. I think there's something wrong here. The breeze was cold enough today. It's not been too bad here. It's been breezy, but yesterday especially there was a breeze, but the breeze was actually warm. It was nice. Yeah, bet you'd be wet because of the good summer we've had. It's going to be, I reckon it's going to be a really wet autumn and wet winter. I can see that coming. Is the tweed hat a new one? It's not. It's an old one, this. I like to think of it as my was it Invincibles, was it? No, which is the... What was that TV show? Well, I can't remember. All the old detectives in the States with the hats. The Fast Show did a spoof of it called The Unpronounceables. What was it? Wasn't the Invincible? What the bloody hell was that called? Someone tell me the name of this, otherwise I'm going to go apeshit. Yeah, it's gone west. There's a link. Oh, that's a link to an old Dennis Birdcam stream. The Untouchables, that's the one. The Untouchables. I should know that. My mate was in a band called The Untouchables, where they dressed the same. Yes, The Untouchables. See, my head doesn't work at times. At other times, it works too quick for my own good. It makes little connections where it shouldn't. And then when I need it to, it doesn't. I look like an Untouchables. Wet or very snowy. It's going to be both. It is very trilby. I think it is a trilby, to be honest with you. I like a trilby. Can't beat a good trilby, can you? Although I haven't got a scar trilby. Should I get a scar trilby? A black one with the checkerboard round the side of it. Could do with one of them, couldn't I? Casper, how are you doing? I also need to do at least one stream fully suited. Because you deserve it. You genuinely deserve it. Impressed you came up with a name, especially of something you've never watched. Was it Robert Stack? Was it? Who was in The Untouchables? Not the film. Who was in it? It was Robert Stack. He was Elliot Ness. There you go. I knew it was. Stream 200 suited, booted. Could be. You never know. Dolberg. Casper Dolberg has returned to Ajax. I know someone over here was trying to sign. No, it wasn't. It was Celtic who was trying to sign him. Went and saved to watch later. But Ali does some great bird streams or bird films. But they're great if you can get out there on a nice calm day where the wind's not too bad. Just get all the birds flying in. It's fantastic. Kevin Costner. I'm going old school, Steve. I'm going old school. Elliot Ness. Who else was in it? Nicholas Georgiades. Bruce Gordon. Paul Pacini. Abel Fernandez. Walter Winchell. There you go. Bloody hell, Walter Winchell. Steve London. What your real name, Steve London? Who else? Dick York was in it as well, yeah. Dick York. Sounds painful. Ed Asner. Bloody hell. Robert Redford. The Robert Redford. The unnecessarily handsome Robert Redford. No need for him. Barbara Stanwyck. Jack Warden as well. I like Jack Warden. Anthony Caruso. The man, the myth, the legend. Some people in that show, wasn't there? Some proper stars, like. What a show, what a show. Use those glitter bombs for the 200. Still there, it hasn't gone off yet. He is unnecessarily handsome. If you go and watch the 3 Days of the Condor, it's just, there's no need for it. There's genuinely no need for how handsome he was. Robert Redford in the 70s especially. Just, it's sickeningly handsome. Yeah, if you do a live of it, it's a chance for community chat. Then after that, it's a chill video to watch. Absolutely. So you get the beauty, you get two of them. You get the chat, where you just chill and talk to people in the community. Then it's an ASMR, relax video that's on there, evergreen. You always say Kevin Costner. Kots means to throw up. Oh, Kotzner. That means to throw up. I did not know that. Casper Dolberg grew up about an hour north of there. He is from a place that translates as Silk Fortress. What a place that sounds. A place north with forest and lakes galore. He is absolutely unfair to mere mortals. And even worse for people like me who look like a fire in a candle factory. No need for it. That's before, yeah. Just like me, after my Brad Pittification. Just watch this space. You're going to have to watch this space because fairly soon there's going to be 100,000 subscribers on this channel. After I've been Brad Pittified. I Brad Pitty the fool. You can't, can you? Doesn't matter how much plastic surgery I have. It will be like rolling a turd in glitter. Made him a good player, obviously. That's where he comes from. It's a bit of steel, bit of iron, like. He is a good player. I like Casper Dolberg. Everton were linked with him back when he was still at Ajax first time round. Then he went somewhere else, didn't he? Did he go to Germany? Something like that. Constantly linked with him all the time. Just in case. Twat pit, absolutely. Bad shit, bad tit. I'll get security because I'll develop doxing stalkers. Do you know what? I doubt it. I genuinely doubt it. Which is a shame because my feet look gorgeous. They look gorgeous. I could do that. Maybe I should. Get a bit of nail polish on there. Size 11. Size 11 massive feet. You pay extra for your massive feet. Yeah, to be fair, Brad Pitt is no cheekbones, Jeff. Very few people are cheekbones, Jeff, are they? Nobody can be like that. Nobody can be as handsome as cheekbones, Jeff. He was looking pretty nice this week as well, wasn't he? I've definitely got to do a bad vent calendar. We can all run a feet-only channel. Ah, there you go, yeah. No one will know whose feet are whose. Everyone joins in. Just, yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. Let's make a fortune. On only feet. And then we'll call it Only Sam's and give the game away that everyone knows it's you. I'd have made that if you mentioned Hollywood hotties, he would go, oh, those little 170 centimetre men with their metrosexual ways. Made him look a right lemon. 170. It's not even human, that is it, 170. You've got to be at least 193, I think. Good size, 193. A collective channel would be hilarious. Sure, it could be done as well, you know. And, do you know, we've got friends who do panel lives where people can just jump on and when they feel like jump on screen. So that's easy enough to do as well. It can get a bit loud at times, but they are interesting if nothing else. I have to try and do that. Try and get a Christmas one or something. Just get as many people on screen. A revolving door of people jumping on screen. Everyone will guess your size 12.5 hobbit feet. You can tell because you've got workies feet, you've worked. Not like me. A 17th century romantic poet with his hands that have never worked a day in their life. Look at them. How smooth they are. How smooth, man. The only thing I've ever touched is a quill. That's about it, really. If we all, yeah, you submitted our own feet, it would be submitted mysterioso. What can we call it? Is it piedras misteriosos, mystery feet? That's the yours as well. We can do that. Let's have a Crimbo thing. Ali, there's the only way we'll see your feet, unless you are dragged away by the police after doing wet work and your shoes fall off. Of course, that could happen. You'd imagine this already exists somewhere. It will be. Absolutely, it does exist. Attract feckin' weirdos. I already do. Bloody hell, man. That's the best thing about it. One man's weirdo is another man's interesting person. There you go. I have approved you on Twitch, I have. You can hijack the Twitch stream at any point to collaborate. Stop. Collaborate and listen. Do it. Should do. And at the end we'll raid someone and then confuse the life out of them. Louis, size 6 is hardly hobbit. You've got size 6 hobbit feet. Size 6 isn't that normal? Isn't that a normal size? And I doubt you've got hobbit feet. Although, you never know. With the yak stepping on them all the time. And the Sherpa. Do the Sherpa not give you pedicures all the time? I'm expecting them to look like proper Hollywood now. Sherpas do stuff like that, don't they? Or have I dreamt that? People always call the Dutch the tallest, but some people in South Sudan, in your boot, take the cake. Dutch in general are the tallest people, by average, isn't it? It's the average thing. I've known some incredibly tall Dutch men over the years. Not like that. And this was back in the 80s. They were still massive back then. Although saying that, I'm probably taller than most of them now. Esther, did you use feckin' before you joined this chat? There's enough on the crime and investigation. You're as bad as me mum. My dad's convinced that my mum's trying to get tips to kill him. She's always watching the crime and investigation channel. Sat there with a pen and paper. She says she's writing like a to-do list, a shopping list. But yeah, duct tape, bleach. We can see what she's done there. Aren't Hobbit's feet more wide than long or something? They could be. Any Jeffer nuts? Any Jeff's nuts? We've got Jeff's nuts. Do you want to see Jeff's nuts? If you want some Jeff nuts, there you go. Jeff's salty nuts. Pull off into paradise. With his six pack. Why are men's and women's feet measured in different sizes? No, not the same. 6 is 36, is it? You audition for The Hobbit, they said your feet were too hairy. You were overqualified for The Hobbit. The hairy toes make them Hobbit like, ooh. Louise, I've never wanted you more. Hairy toes. Feet pics sent via Blue Sky. Do we really want to show this? Do we need to give warnings? Oh. Sick. Thomas, this is sick. These are hairy feet as sent by Tom. Tom. There you go. Some hairy feet, courtesy of Tomas. Domingos Duarte. El gato más guapo del mundo, eh? Glorious. 6 is 39. You're between a 36 and a 37. Oh, the average in South Sudan, with a few million folk, the men are 190 to 2 meters, and the women are 180 plus. If they were their own country, would wipe the floor with the Dutch. Man, that's massive. Entropy Cat, hello people on the internet. You too are on the internet. Hello and good to see you, man. Welcome to the internet. Meant to tell you all, went for a meal the other day, finished up paying the bill and the waitress asks if you'd like a box for your leftovers. Anyway, I lasted 3 rounds before she KO'd me.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed, very poor. Just a different one apparently. In USA, men, women and kids, all different scales. Makes no sense. Entropy Cat, who are you? Where do you come from? Where about in the world are you from? Toe beans. There it is. Domingo's toe beans. You could only fans that, couldn't you? Domingo's toe beans. What are you after? I'm a 43 man myself. 36.5. What am I? Size 11 UK. What's that in Europe? I am a 45/46, which is not big really, is it? Considering I'm a tallish man. Murder mittens and beans, yeah, absolutely. You know cats well, don't you, Louise? Proper. Pretty though. 36 too small, 37 too big. Typical. So it's either blue toes or losing your shoes. Insoles, Esther, what do you call it? Yes, wear insoles or 2 pairs of socks. Same in the UK, 5.5 is available but rare. Aren't they children's sizes, Mandy? Is 5.5 not in the kid size? Which is the one that's in the kid size? Or is 5, is that adults and above where you pay VAT? Me mums are in the kids sizes, so hers are a lot cheaper than a size or 2 sizes up, which is VAT added. Weird, innit? Weird. Do I want to show the snacks that we have for the pub? Go, come on, yeah, we'll show the snacks. We'll go through the snacks. We have cheesy moments. Bacon fries and scampi fries. Bacon fries are better than scampi fries. Otherwise, your fingers end up smelling like a sardines minge. Ploughman's lunch. Ninja crisps covered by Ali. We'll have to change that. I'll have to move them. The nuts are up. You've seen Jeff's nuts, haven't you? Vice and Spice knick-snacks. Jeffa cakes in the box if you want them in the box. Or if you want the grab bag. They are blood orange flavoured. Devilishly good. With OG Jeff on there. Poor Ingles, Horton cocktail, a salt and vinegar. Very sour and chilli or teddy salted. Jeff's nuts. They are big, Jeff's nuts. Knob jobs. If you want knob jobs, you can have knob jobs. Anything you want to put in your mouth, we've got. There you go. Your feet aren't that small, you'd fall over. There's nothing of you though. You can get away with size 1s. Casper, you're a 42.5 to 43 yourself. Best you found is actually the rare 42.5, right? You have average feet but slightly wide. I think apparently the wide ones, wider, slightly wider than longer, go down quite well with some people. Sometimes Italian brands have got the half sizes but not too cheap bastards. Mark Ward, who played for West Ham in the day, had size 6 boots. Mark Ward, who also played for Everton and also was a mule, Drogat mule. He also, actually, Eusebio, who played for Portugal, had size 3 feet and said the small size of his feet meant he had better control over the ball. Insoles it is then, or a thingy at the heel. A thingy. Exactly the same shape as a thingy. Finger blasters, finger bolsters. What? From the inside of your wrist to the inside of your elbow joints is exactly the same length of your feet. It is. We've got loads of things, haven't we? Which is your size, isn't that? Your nose is supposed to be the same size as your thumb. Like that. That is supposed to be the same size as... That's supposed to be the size of your feet. It's all connected. Connected. You'd have bloody stumps. Bloody stumps. So, Louise, you are a 7 in boots with socks on, 6 in shoes and a 5 in sandals. Short toes to match your little finger. Oh. Oh, hang on. Pee break. Pee break. That's weird, Louise. I know it can be different, can't it? I feel sorry for women, actually. Much more than men when it comes to clothing. Because where you buy your stuff from can make it a different size, can't it? Not just the country. I mean, if you go to one shop, you're a something. If you go to another shop, you're a something else. How can you ever just decide I'm going to go and buy something? That's why you have to go and try everything on, otherwise it won't bloody fit. The 2 outer joints of your index finger is the length of your nose. I'm not putting that up because obviously you can tell the length then, can't you? But if you find someone who can do that quite wide, they're a keeper. They are a keeper. Not that. Bloody filled. But it's weird the way it works. I've never actually tried that either to see if it is the right size. I'll put that on the whiteboard to try later and let you know. In the house, obviously, I'm not going to do it in the middle of Tesco or something. Just ask the person, do us a favour, while he's doing the trolleys. Come here a sec, mate. Does that look about the right size to you? You're up in jail. We can tell your index finger length from your nose. That's not what I was talking about. High fashion are small for the size. Supermarkets are big for the size. I know what you mean, but I'm almost like Rigsby, the almost classic profile. I'm in the same size clothing as I was when I was 14, and it pretty much doesn't matter where I buy them from. Everything seems to fit perfectly. Apart from when I was growing up, the jeans were a slight problem because I had a 34 waist, 36 leg. You don't get them that way round. You get a 36 waist, 34 leg. So I've always had to wear a belt, otherwise you'd be able to see how big my thing is, literally. You've got a leg length discrepancy, a bit over an inch. Too much for a heel lift to cover without popping your foot out of your shoe. Oh, shit that, innit? Any length discrepancy is a pain. I've known plenty of people like that as well. Simon Stainrod, a footballer who played for Queen's Park Rangers back in the 70s and 80s. He had a problem with his the length of his legs as well. I think he had an inch. One leg was an inch shorter than the other, which ended up causing all kinds of injuries over the years. Maybe that was in the days before you could have surgery to fix things as well. Curves your back. Very unpleasant. I can imagine that. It's not good, is it? The body is such a weird thing. You just expect when a kid is born that they're going to be sound. But no. Looked it up, and apparently the UK D size is shorter than the Denmark D size. So if you move to England, you would statistically be more favourable. But on the other hand, yeah, could be. He walked like he had a stone in his boot, or at least £14. Many folks with bigger discrepancies than yours. Just mad. I'd say the human body is bizarre. Just how it works, how different we all are. Which again, when you think about it then, making clothes for the general population, it's a thankless task, isn't it? How can you make something that fits everyone? Or a selection of people? You can't, can you? Everyone's going to have something different. Read a study about how the willy corresponds to your foot length plus 5 centimetres divided by 2. Which you still think is such a weird claim. Do you know what? I don't need to be trying to work this out on a chalkboard. When all you can do is just zip lob, you know what I mean? Too long, didn't read. Literally. Mandy, you saw a reel the other day according to which the egg selects the sperm, not just the fastest one. All right. So there could be loads who've turned up knocking on the door and she waits. Your name's not down, you're not coming in. Does that mean I now have to change my daughter's name in my phone from the fastest sperm to the chosen one? I'm not doing that. She's not the chosen one. No more willy talk. Oh. You see, now I thought it was the English you were supposed to be demure, not the Dutch. You're supposed to be wide open about these things. No. Oh, it's getting rainy out there now. It's getting very rainy. Yes. No more of that filth, that utter filth, disgusting behaviour. Spoil Sport, which is just next to Southport. The egg is waiting for Jeff, obviously. If you were an egg and you saw all these fat fella sperms and hairy fella sperms and short fella sperms and all that kind of stuff, you'd wait for cheekbones, wouldn't you? The sperm's coming along with absolutely incredible cheekbones. I am choosing him. But what about the horns on his head and the fact that he's blue? It doesn't matter. The cheekbones win every time. No. And like I said in my video the other week, my glorious daughter, the best thing you've ever given me, Dad. I'm thinking the blue eyes. It's got to be the blue eyes because they look amazing on her. Blue eyes, no. Being tall, slim. Well, I was sort of tall and slim before the weight of the world was on my shoulders. No. Spotify Premium. Disgraceful. Your sperm would never have had the chance. Steve-o, yours just broke down the walls. I'm not having this. Bah, I'm going in there. Get out, go on, sod off, I'm in there. Casper's not listening to you, he needs the naughty stool. Maybe that's what he's hoping for. A whipping. A size 46 would correspond to 29 centimetres plus 5, 34. Divided by 2 is 17. 6 inches and 2/3. Last Willy talk. Right, done. The 6-pack as well, obviously, yeah. But yeah. I'm not going to sit and work out what mine is. Sorry, what mine should be, more like it. I just know it's big enough to fill a pram. That's it. Gets me from A to B. Did you get drenched the other day at the beach? I didn't go. I haven't been to the beach for ages. I need to go, and it doesn't matter if it rains. I don't care. I can't go tomorrow because I'll be working till about 7:30, and then I'll be taking my dad to the pub, which I always do on a Thursday. Friday, I don't know, maybe Friday. Not Saturday unless I go on the way home from the footy. Sunday, no, streaming. See, there's no time anymore to do these things. 6-pack advocate. Dick advocate. He's like a dwarf Robert Wadlow, the kids chanted. He's like a dwarf Robert Wadlow. Robert Pershing Wadlow, is that by any chance? The really tall fella. Casper does love his facts and figures. And this figure is the one that sticks out at the front. The video of you where you're not at the beach. Not the one at the beach. That one. Oh, hang on. I don't know. I've done that many. Ali, I've done that many videos. I can't remember. I record hundreds and hundreds of hours of stuff, and most of it just gets deleted. It's all part of the process. Record things. I recorded a train earlier. An actual train. It went past me. It looked great. I might put that in something else. Here, the Open is at Birkdale next year. It is. And those fuckers at the Royal and Ancient have decided to ask for part of the common land to make a driving range. It is not the councils to be selling it, but they've sold it to them. Birkdale are going apeshit. You can't be giving away our common land to a company. They just decided to do it. Dan, how you doing, bud? How's life in the world of Man City? No more sport animations. VN is a nightmare. Go back to CapCut. It's not a problem. Just don't do anything on CapCut where it's got your own face or your family or your dogs and stuff like that, because you could use it. We don't want that. VN, Esther, is a editing software on the phone, like CapCut. It was on Reason to Rhyme, the second video. That one. Yeah, that was on Ainsdale Beach. That was done about 2 months ago, that one, Ali Alio. Did I use that? I think I used... I did another video from there on the same day. The one that Jinxie had a go at me for having skinny legs in my green shorts. I think that was the same day. So yeah, I got wet that day, but it was nice. I don't mind being on the beach when it rains. The sound of the rain hitting the sand is really, really satisfying as well. Dick Advocar, natural yogurt, definitely, always helps. Or go and see a doctor. There shouldn't be anything resembling Advocar coming out of it. Derby this weekend, so you get back to us after the result. You're going to win that, come on. You're going to win that. You should be beating United. Everyone should be beating United. Yeah, if Alpha Inge's son is getting 5 in an international, he's getting 10 against United. Should be. So that about Bergdorf, it's horrible. You're not supposed to be allowed to give away common land. They've sold it and then just passed it, despite the fact that people were going mad about it. The problem with that is there's a lot of very, very, very rich people that live around there who are not happy with them. So next time anything happens with the council, there will be absolute garda. CapCut expects access to all photos, not just the one you use. No, it's only the ones that you actually upload onto their system. You don't need to worry about any of the photos that you have on your phone or anything. Don't worry about that. Any that you upload to their system, to their cloud and what have you, that you use on their app to make stuff out of. Yeah. Photographic. Alright, photographic. Back of the net, go ahead, lad. Yeah, CapCut. Don't use CapCut if you are using your face, or like in Vic's case, using the animals. If you use their AI or use anything to upload onto their system, they can use that footage for anything they want. So for example, if you're a vegetarian, they could use you advertising an abattoir. They could use the dogs to advertise badger baiting. I don't know. You know what I mean? Just don't give them the opportunity. Knobheads. You'll be at the pub for one, have a few shandies. I hope you can't see your game from the seat after you've conceded the last minute goal. You're going to beat them. Come on, George Michael, man. Got to have faith to. You'll beat them. 3-1. There you go. Can't keep a clean sheet, but you will beat them 3-1. You've got Pick and Vic's. You've got Pick and Mix, another family. They can't get your access to what's on your phone. It's not allowed. But if you upload something onto their system, into their cloud to be used and to be edited within that system, they can then use that. They are dodgy though. Steve-O, has Helen recovered any more bacon info? Yeah, does sound like a lot of platforms, small print. It's dodgy. It's really dodgy. There's loads of YouTube videos about what they're allowed to do. So it is very, very, very dodgy. I don't trust it. I wouldn't trust it with me, or well, my daughter's not on any of my videos, but anything like that, I wouldn't trust that. But for things like just making cartoons, like making the receding airlines cartoon that I put in one of my videos, I wouldn't mind that. I'm not asked if they use that. Dan. Level 3.
It's going up, it's there.
It is there. I apologise, he is a Man United fan. I do apologise for that. You like to say for Eddie Pinnacle, you've used it since 2003. Is that available on phone though? Because I've got DaVinci Resolve on my laptop. Just for on my phone, if I'm out and about or whatever, VN's brilliant on my phone. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a video of Charlie Kirk getting shot. I've not seen that. There you go, it's a sign. Level 3 for 3 points. It's a sign, man. CapCut expects full access permission. Yeah, it does and it doesn't. There's two different things, Mandy. You need full access permission to be able to get into your videos and your pics that you're going to upload to them, and then to put the result back onto your phone. It can't use anything that's on your phone at all. It's not allowed to. If you edit something using CapCut, and I think you have to use some form of AI involved in it as well, if it's uploaded to their cloud, at that point they are allowed to use it. Not just anything on your phone. They're not allowed to have a look at that. Know what I mean? It's not allowed. Thong song in my head. Thong to thong thong thong. Isco. You'll commission Helen for some proper parking. Steve Parkin. Remember Steve Parkin? It's available for phone, right? Pinnacle Studio, we'll try that. Google it. Mandy, I have watched videos about it by lawyers. There's a woman lawyer who's on YouTube who went into the weeds on it. Absolutely deep dived on it. They can't just take things off your phone. They're not allowed to. However, if you upload something onto their system, they then got the opportunity to use what you've uploaded onto their system. That's why I wouldn't do it with anything of mine. They can't just take things off your phone. It's not allowed. Not only is it not allowed, Apple, Samsung, or whoever your phone provider is, will get done by GDPR. It is not allowed. Trust me on that one. Can't promise it'll make it in one piece. Doesn't matter. Send it up. We'll have it bits, man. It's all over Twitter, unfortunately. There's someone that supports gun law, yeah. It's bitten him in the arse. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And then see what happens over here. We had Dunblane, and then what was the one over in Australia, Port something. As soon as it happened, just went, right, that's it. You can't be trusted, any of you, so we're getting rid of all the guns. If you want to go to a club and shoot little targets, go and do that sound. But we'll have to take your name, address and everything else. You're not just going into a shop and buying a gun. The Americans are nuts for stuff like that. I remember it was a place actually it might have been Texas, of all places. Now that Sam's on. There was a bank in Texas where if you opened an account with them, they would hand you a rifle in the bank as part of the your benefits of opening an account with us. Here, have a gun. Here, have some ammunition. In a fucking bank. Do not be giving people guns in banks. Nuts. Wales gone mad. That was years ago as well, that. Seems like a very bad idea. Crumbs will do, yeah. Bits. Local bakery shut and took the perfect parking with them. Nothing's been right since. Do you any blue badge parking? Was the shooter unalived or arrested? Killed, not unalived. Bollocks to them. GDPR is in Britain as well. It's an EU thing. We can get rid of it now, but we haven't. We've decided to stick with it. I know I had to go on loads of courses for it because of where I work. I had to know it inside out. We still use the exact same wordings and what have you. One of you is too far west and the other too far south for proper parking. Although I don't doubt Helen's will be excellent. Where's proper parking from? I think it's too late for America. Wouldn't be able to get rid of all the guns. They wouldn't be able to. But it's about education as well, isn't it? There's got to be, at some point in America, there's got to be a generation of kids who come through who say, no more. This is too much. The ones who are brought up having to have active shooter drills in school might just say, do you know what? No. Or, I'm not going to have one. And then it'll die off bit by bit. I reckon that's what's going to happen anyway. I can see it happening. But you never know. I think it's become this, I don't want to say a fucking mental illness, but it's become some kind of, it's a cult over there, isn't it? Why is that still on? Do not take my rights away. You're not trying to take your rights away. Just stop fucking murdering children. There you go. Know what I mean? Been arrested. Helen can send the recipe, you can make it yourself, film yourself making it if you do. No doubt it's happened at Texas bank or credit union, probably not Chase or another nationwide. It definitely happened, Sam. And then everyone in the UK who was reading it about it went, this is just insane. If that was in the UK, the person who was given the gun would turn around and go, right now, give me all the bloody money. Mad. Mad. Yorkshire. Parking cake in Yorkshire. People here can have very big guns, cannon-like things. It's bizarre. This goes back to the 1800s, doesn't it? Where you needed a well-regulated militia. It's not a well-regulated militia when you've got people who can buy assault rifles with armour-piercing bullets. You don't need that. You certainly don't need it to go and hunt deer at the weekend. It's gone mental. It's just stupid. At some point, someone's got to stand up and say, no. If you want something to protect your house, sound, have handguns. You can have them. We're not taking them off you. But your AR-15s, your assault rifles, the things that are used in wars around the world, you're not having them. And you're not having 50 caliber assault rifle or 50 caliber sniper rifles, anything like that. Just mad. Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop the lunacy. You don't think that you can make it because it took so long to bake it. And I'll never have that recipe again. Esther's now singing, man. Bit of Donna Summer. Your parking is something like, between a ginger cake and a flapjack. Ginger flaps. Sorry. Slightly treacly, nothing like me. Sticks to ribs and insulates you for winter. Sounds good to me. I like a bit of ginger. A bit like the cake part of sticky toffee pudding. Oh, don't. Louise, don't. Sticky toffee pudding. What an incredible invention that is. People got angry on our campus because some areas were designated as gun-free. Clinic and counselling areas and science labs. Should there not be some areas where you can't wander around just pointing weapons at people? Mad. Helen she hadn't heard of it. Looking up the recipe, it's very northern. I didn't realise it was just Yorkshire. Parking cake. Very odd lyrics there. I think it's cakier. More cake-like. So Yorkshire's more cakey. Your parking came in paving slab-sized servings from the bakery. Oh, how I miss it. Can you get someone else to sort it out? Here in Denmark, your laugh-wing gun readiness is mentioned in America. Knowing that in Greenland, part of Denmark, you can buy shotguns in the supermarket. Yeah, polar bears, you need them there. You don't need them if you live in a cul-de-sac in the middle of some nice suburb, do you? It's mad. Yeah, the song is called MacArthur Park, I remember that. Have you told Helen that you love her lately? You should do. Helen's sticky toffee pudding is to die for. See the message above, yes. It's mecca no science. It's mecca no science. None of it makes any bloody sense. Love to Love You Baby at least made sense. That was a boss tune as well, that, man. She doesn't like it now though, does she? Isn't she all sort of religious or apologetic for the fact that she was being filth? What she thinks filth anyway, back in the 70s. What a tune now, man. You well believe it. Ali, so do I as well. We've seen the evidence. Oh, no, we're not doing that. Just open the window to see what the weather was like outside and the rain started coming in sideways through it. That's getting proper stormy out there. If it was any more stormy, Donald Trump would have to pay it off. You know what I'm saying? That's one for the kids. That is a good cup of tea, that. Good cup of tea. It's very raining. It is. It's raining, man. Hallelujah. But it's the UK. Have a look on the globe how far north we are. There's polar bears just up the road. Yeah, the Giorgio Moroder stuff was proper disco. Absolutely. Giorgio Moroder was an absolute genius. Absolute genius. He saw the zeitgeist. I will even forgive him Electric Dreams with your very own Floki, brother of Gary, who just only ever sings to instrumentals. I hated that as well, Floki, with long hair. Just didn't look right. Proper full on all long hair. Didn't like it. Didn't like it. You are confirmed at 13, and in Greenland you usually get your first shotgun at confirmation. Then hunting game is part-time activity, and bless the grannies to show them they're alright. Show them the owl ropes. It's not the same. Not the same over here. You do get weapons, but only if you're part of a street gang. Louise. Is this going to work this time? Didn't the other day. Oh, bollocks. Doesn't work again. Give me a sec. Oh, there you go. Is this your hand? Because the fingers look normal size, Louise. Parking. There you go. Proper parking. Yorkshire parking. Parking cake. The kind of stuff that... No way with like a Victoria sponge. Would you like a second slice? Oh, go on, have a second slice. You can't have a second bit of parking cake. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to get up. It's heavy. It is heavy, man. It's heavy, man. Oh, according to the Beeb, Charlie Kirk has shuffled off this mortal coil. Oof. No es bueno, man. I don't agree with his attitude to life. I don't agree with his political leanings, but bloody hell, you don't do that, man. Stand face to face and talk to someone about what they talk about. You don't do stuff like that, man. Cheap viewers on Stream Boo? I don't think so. We're denying that over on Twitch. Along with the 6,000 people over on Twitch. There's not 6,000 people on Twitch. Depeche Mode song also with Giorgio Moroder. Was it Soft Cell? I would have thought it would have been Soft Cell. I can't remember any Depeche Mode with Giorgio. Depeche Mode wrote all their own music, didn't he? Soft Cell necessarily didn't. Definitely need tea. Absolutely. I want parking. Does it come with green custard? It should come with something. Pistachio custard. Or just custard that's past its sell-by date. Do you get groen vla over in Nederland? I used to love vla. Cold custard in milk bottles. Vla. Lovely stuff. What used to come with green custard? Come on, tell me, what is it? Something in school used to come with green custard, didn't it? Didn't it? Jinxie was talking about it. What was it? The picture, a little bit thinner, denser, rolled. It ain't cake. Surprised how shocked you are that he's, yeah. It's mad, isn't it? The world has genuinely gone fucking mad. Groene vla. Je hebt geen groene vla. Waarom niet? Waarom niet? Godverdomme, Esther, waarom niet? Waar is mijn groene vlaar, zeg? Cracknel, what you call me? Chocolate sponge, what you call me? Don't know. I remember we used to have pink custard with something, green custard with something else. There was always custard, wasn't it? School dinners, cheese pie, chips, followed by something in custard. To be honest, I'd eat that now. I'm fucking starving. I think I've got something in the fridge. Oh! Massive news. I had some new goo the other day. It's not... Well, it is goo. But it was coffee and hazelnut. Oh, my word. If you like coffee and hazelnut, you'll love it. If you don't, you won't. But I loved it. Fucking gorgeous, mate. I bought 2 packs, which had 4 individuals. I had 2 of them in one go, and then that night I think I might have the other 2. They were that tasty. I love a coffee and walnut. People don't like coffee flavoured anything, do they? For some strange, I always loved it. Whenever there's a coffee flavoured chocolate, no one would eat them. I'll have them. Whipped coffee in This Is England. Frothy coffee, man. Ali said, let me just try it. Steve, our little country's in a mess, but please, you're not a Yank. Sorry, any Yanks in the chat. I know what you mean, mate. Do you know what it is? This country's in a little bit of a tizzy at the moment, but we don't have people wandering around with guns shooting each other because they don't agree. There might be a little bit of kerfuffles going on now and then, but it's not quite as bad as over there. I mean, I hate Tommy Robinson with every fibre of me being, but I wouldn't go and plug him because I don't agree with what he says. Mad, innit? Aside from being a model, it's also stupid to make martyrs out of anyone with a big following. Exactly. Yeah, not that anyone can talk sense to people determined to assassinate people. You couldn't. But you're making them a martyr. As though common sense and speaking to them cannot make them either change their mind or point out how stupid some of their ideas are. Therefore, the only way we can do it is by getting rid of them. So what they say must be right. Coffee hazelnut sounds great. It's amazing. Oh, Mandy, Cracknell pick coming. What did you... Whoa. Ah, right. The Android's not offline. It's not. Hang on. Hang on where we are. It's not offline. What the bloody hell's this playing at? Give me a sec. It's not offline. I can see it. What else? Come on, USB, where are you? One sec. It's open on the computer. Oh, this is pissing me off, this now. I'll unplug it and we'll start again. Yes, allow. How annoying is that? Buttons have been pressed. Anyway, there you go. Chocolate cracknel. Do you remember that? Old school chocolatey bits. Very nice. Can never tell if that custard was flavoured or just coloured. People will tell you that colours have flavours though, don't they? Because the mind tells you if it looks green it must taste minty or something. Steve, I've got no idea what we're talking about. Probably the best thing to do most of the time. Honestly, why you no longer talk to neighbours or anyone in the shops. Isn't that a sad thing though, Sam? That's one of the best things about being human. One of the best things about being British, to be honest with you, that we're good at queuing. So if you're stuck in a queue, you'll take your normal place in the queue and you'll talk to people in the queue. I like that. So if you don't need to talk to people in real life, you've got us at least, haven't you? You can meet nice people online. Well, nice people and us as well. Coffee and hazelnut goo sign you up. Tomash, it is fantastic. It really is. All countries are basically always partially unstable. It is. But that is a spectrum, and yet we have shit countries, but we are in the lesser than average department. Some places are absolutely nuts. They really are. You got Baileys in the house, you put it on the chocolate mousse, then you're filled up for days. Not had Baileys in ages. Hair flip, man. Yeah, do you know what? Fergal Sharkey, I love Fergal Sharkey. I used to go sick at this song. How could he go from being in the undertones to singing A Good Heart with a big head of Timothy hair on him? No. But he's trying to save the UK's waterways. So, Fergal, I salute you. What a man, what a man. What a mighty fine man. To Texas, and when I was still working, it was recognisable. Or you were still recognisable. Can't even speak today, my head's gone west. Your farmer or grandmother on farmer or grandmother on your father's side. Father, mother, farmer. It's the same in Sweden, isn't it? More, far more. More, far. Far. She used to dip cornflakes in dark, sweet chocolate. Yeah, we've had them before as well. Get them over here. Love us. Nothing more disconcerting than being sat in a car staring at a cop's gun as he's talking to the driver when you're a Brit. I had to look who just sent that then, Louise. What? That's happened to you? What happened? Tell me more. Did you put up a fight? I've been in cars where I thought a gun was about to be put in through the window, but that was in Liverpool. But yeah, that must be, if you're not used to it, that must be insane. Now. Here's me saying if you're not used to it. I'm not used to it. It's never happened before. But I just thought it was going to happen one day because some lunatic got out the car ahead of. No. Too sweet stuff. Give you raw fish or cheese anytime. What? Louise, he was pointing his piece at you, was he? Was he? Aye. Not the first time. Aye, not the first time. A man was pointing his piece at me. Utter field. You were abroad, by the way. I should hope so. You ever been abroad? I've been a guy all my life. Etc. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that would have been in the UK. Cops. I don't know, even the police that we have got armed over here, I don't think they would be walking over pointing weapons in the car at you. Unless something spectacular was happening. They tend to be, our police over here, even the armed police, tend to be a little bit more chilled about stuff like that, don't they? They'll try and talk you out of the vehicle first rather than, oi, get out. Womp indeed. That was just an excuse to do the voice. I love the accents. Now I've been a guy all my life. Just time left at Albuquerque. The Gardaí are not armed. Are they? Are the Gardaí armed? I know they're alarmed. They should be. £12 for a pint. Oh, should have said it was holstered. So it wasn't like, freeze, motherfucker! No. Right, that's bad enough. I remember seeing, I think it was the first policeman I'd seen with a weapon was in an airport, and it was a submachine gun as well. That scared the life out of me. And now you see them on the streets just wandering around. I didn't like that. Felt a little bit uneasy. What if he thinks I'm, Carlos the Jackal or something? I was thinking at the age of 8. Not that you know of. Casper, you were in a cop car once, and once only, where the cops got out to catch a female that was mentally ill, and it's the taxi driver fled over a ploughed field, took 2 hours. Hey, what, my fuck? Got called over the radio to go and sort it out. Right, you've got the armed guards. Everywhere does these days, don't they? You've got to. Good tune, man. I Am the Resurrection. I remember dancing to this. Yes, dancing in Labato in Liverpool. Having it large. Since Texas went from a concealed carry to an open carry, holsters hang out everywhere. That's horrific. I don't get that. I don't get it. If you have to have them, I don't get why open carry. Because all these lunatics that are over there at the moment who are trying to intimidate people, that's all they're doing. Wandering around streets with assault rifles because they can. What is the point in that? Why would you do that? How can you take your kids out on the street? How can you take them to the park if there's people wandering around with assault rifles, open carry? I just don't get it at all. To terrify each other, yeah, it's just... It's no kind of society where you should have things like that. Whether you agree with the Second Amendment or not, that's just not the way it should be, or the way it should be. I like Waterfall better. Oh, Waterfall's a boss tune. I love that. They will say to keep the peace. It doesn't work that way, though. Definitely doesn't work that way. It's not. It's to intimidate people, that's all it is. The Proud Boys, or whatever it is, all them lot wandering around. This is in the Constitution, so doesn't matter. It can't be changed. It's literally called the fucking Second Amendment. Idiots. Get rid of guns, we don't need them. Replace all the guns with flowers. There you go, with trees. Isn't that much better? Got a call once, your dad was arrested. It turns out he had bought a new house, and the day after he was at a party, drank a lot and accidentally walked into their house instead of his own. Easily done, as long as he didn't have a piss in the wardrobe. You've got extremely well armed MOD police patrolling Bacton gas site about 5 miles from you. Ooh, assault weapons and dogs. You'd have to, wouldn't you? You'd also need them anywhere where you've got things like Sellafield. You've got nuclear power plants not far from where you are as well, have you? Your part of the country. You'd need them around places like that, and places where you've got air bases. You do need them. You can tell it's getting out of hand when the answer to how to stop school shooting is the suggestion to arm teachers. How's that going to work? And it certainly wouldn't have worked in the 1970s in the UK. Imagine that, instead of getting a board duster thrown at your head, someone turning around with a Kalashnikov. What did you say? I called you a dickhead, sir. Nobody had a piss in the front garden, which was the main cause of it. All right. It's my own house. No, it isn't. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It is mad. The whole world's gone mad. Genuinely. Oh, loo break. Loo break. Loo break. The whole world needs a reset. Definitely. Can we load a previous version? Go from like Windows 11 to Windows Vista or something. I don't know. Don't know what you're going to do with the rest of the world, but you know, just go back a little bit. Just change one or two little bits, one or two little items. Stop being dickheads. Chill. Can we chill? Can we put the entire world on Mitsubishis like during the late 80s, early 90s, when everyone chilled out? Football violence stopped overnight. Everyone was better back then. These teachers or principals keep leaving the guns in the toilets just like other people leave the phones. Yeah. And you don't need that with kids around, do you? Wherever, I've left it. Do us a favour, Timmy, go and get me a AR-15. I left it in there when I was having a piss earlier. Kirsty, how are you doing? Let's go back to 1892 and pay the feckin' rent. We should do. But then we wouldn't end up with the Hill Dick, would we? The Hill of Dick. Russia are trying to reset the world. That's Poland. They are. Russia have been doing this for a long time. Russia cannot win a war. Russia can protect its own borders because it's so big and there's so many people there. But it can't win a war. It's still using 1980s technology. If it tried anything on the likes of, I don't know, the Brits, the Americans, the Germans, the French, it'd be over within minutes. So all he can do is constantly interfere in elections, misinformation, disinformation, this information, that information, and do what they're doing all the time now. They're constantly sending ships into UK water, so we have to send our ships and our planes, and it costs money and causes hassle. Send drones into Poland. Oh, we didn't mean to, we're sorry. No, that way it's constantly chipping away to see what they can get away with. Something needs to happen. More sanctions, or stop treating Putin like he's some kind of god. Know what I mean? Sam, the word salad is slidey writing. Slidey writing. On the phone. We need a fist pump graphic. Wolfie, free tootin'. You saw a cartoon, single pic, that's always struck with you. 2 cavemen, one holding a spear saying, I'm not going to use it, it's just a deterrent. Exactly. Just fucking mad, isn't it? Putin's never been sorry for a thing. He hasn't, absolutely. He's been allowed. I mean, I genuinely don't think the Russian people, your average person in Russia, wants to go down the same route that he does. I think they've seen what it was like, possibly in their time or the parents' time or the grandparents' times. Don't want to go back to those days. They don't want to go back to the Soviet Union. The likes of Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, Belarus, none of them want to go back to being part of the Soviet Union. They don't want any of that. But he wants to be shown he's a big man. That's what it seems to be. He seems to be insecure. Maybe he's only got a little following. Just, the world needs to chill. Everyone needs to chill. We can't though, because humans, man more than anything, innit, just won't. They can't chill. They can't relax. Power to the people, definitely. You meant the Jersey Shore kind? Or having Jersey Shore, not when Wolfie exists. You never get over the fall of the wall, just like Humpty Dumpty. No, doesn't like it. I want to go back probably to the way it was. Those countries don't want to be part of the Soviet Union anymore. Don't make them. Not just the fall. Just look at Russia. The amount of people who've fallen out of second floor windows is remarkable. It's skewing the entire world average. On average, one person falls out of a second floor window and is no longer here anymore. But once every 100 years around the world. It's twice a fortnight over in the... that's once a week, isn't it? Twice a fortnight. Fucking idiot, Ashcroft. It's once a week over in Russia. The world needs to chill. Yeah, an epidemic among oligarchs. There's too many of them as well. There's too many billionaires. The world doesn't need billionaires. The world just needs 1 billion people more healthy, more happy. The world's amazing, you know. The world is amazing. Just have a look. Somewhere that you live, that you take for granted, just go and have a look what it's like. Try with fresh eyes, have a look what it's like. How great would it be if you could go somewhere else as well? If I could go to where you live and see where you live with fresh eyes, you could go to somewhere where someone else lives. Just go around the world, see how great it is. If we had time, instead of working 5 days a week, if we had worked 2 days a week and had 5 days off to go and create more art, go and have more experiences, enjoy life for what it is. It's a gift. It's a precious gift, life. And it's taken away from us. Bosses who are trying to make us work 24 hours a day so that we can make a multi-millionaire into a billionaire. What use is that to us as humanity? It's not. World needs to change. Wolfie isn't dancing. Make him dance, man. There are more than 29 Russian politicians that are falling out of windows, falling down. It's ridiculous. They might need new shoes. Yeah, the world does need to sit with our Kirsty, have a few deep breaths, a schmuck and a pancake, pipe and a blintz. World needs some common sense. Does. Faithless on the dookie. No wonder he can't get no bleeding sleep. The world's mad. Making love on the heath. Hell yeah. Ripping tights with my teeth. Steve-O's spitting rhymes here, man. He's telling you the truth. That's what we need. Bit more of that. Then you can get some sleep. Esther, no bloody smoking for you. You don't need to. You can just go down the local cafe, can't you? Get on a train, go to the dam. Spend a weekend in the dam. Eating cake. Like all the Brits that go to Amsterdam. What are you here for? Oh, I really like cake. Of course you do, mate. Of course you do. That's why you're being fished out of a canal at 4 o'clock in the morning. More of that and less of this, please. It is a gift. Life is a gift. Treat it as so. I never, and look what happened to me. My head exploded. My brain started seeping out of my ears. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. You are in your local pub, you are, aren't you? Seeing as though you are, is it 3 days away from Amsterdam? Bizarrely, for such a small country, it takes ages to get anywhere in the Netherlands. You're about 3 weeks away from Amsterdam by email. That's how far away it is. It's that far away on the map. And yet, you can get to places really quickly in most other countries, can't you? You would think any single place in the Netherlands should be easily connected to Amsterdam. Rotterdam as well, possibly, but Amsterdam, just because it's where the airport is. The airport. I know there's more than one airport, but it's the airport. Just make it not saying so. You got a double chocolate muffin in Amsterdam. Didn't do anything but make you drowsy. You'd never had any form of THC before that. Maybe you should have had the muffin and a coffee and all the stuff that they were selling. I don't know. Last time I went to Amsterdam, I was 9. I was pointing in the window at what I wanted to have, which was chocolates. Next door, men were pointing into the window what they wanted to have, and it wasn't chocolates. Her name might have been Candy, but it certainly wasn't bloody chocolates. It would be insane time to be drafted. In Denmark, every man gets tested after 18. All right, you had yours back in 2007. Do you have to have national service over there? The Dutch did as well, didn't he? Don't know if they still do. There was a player who played for FC20 with my dad, Evert Bloeming, who missed part of a pre-season because he had to go and do his national service. I don't think he was a first teamer at the time, otherwise he might have got away with it. No, everyone had to go and do it. It's mad. Should be careful the amount of THC. It's so big. All right, yeah, I know. It's not my kind of thing either. You were never interested in that stuff. It's not my bag, man. Next time you went to Colorado, only one edible did anything to you, and it was awful. I'm not ever going to bother again. Sam, you don't need to. You genuinely don't need to change your brain at all. A lot of people take stuff to get out of their minds, don't they? You don't need to. You're all right. Stick with the way you are. Don't need any of that shit. On the other hand, I think I should possibly be going there and taking everything I can, because my brain is already knackered. This might fix it, but no. I've got lemon drizzle cake. Oh, I've got lemon drizzle cake. Oh, lemon drizzle cake. Go on. Your ma was a druggie, Esther. I know it's horrible, innit? I've had friends whose family have gone down that route. Horrible to say. Thankfully, my family are all fucking alkies, to be honest with you. Which is not bad, is it? He says. His brain exploded because of drinking too much. Everyone gets tested at 18 unless you are studying. Then you're tested after your education. You draw a number in a tombola to see who will be the lucky bastards. Just what you need, innit? And the winner is number 26. Go and pick up your Kalashnikov and say bye-bye to your family. You ain't never seen them again, bro. What the fuck was that? Don't like that. That might have been a ghost. I might have been insulted by a ghost. Insulted? Is that assaulted and insulted by a ghost at the same time? I cannot speak English. I should have stuck with Dutch, shouldn't I, or Spanish. Your family are addicted to crisps. Have you tried those little patches you get, the little blue patches you get in Salt and Shake? Sure they work, don't they? They help you quit. Your mum used it to be thin. Yeah, I've been in that situation myself. Not good. There is a reason why I am divorced, and it also includes being thin. It's not good. Do not buy things off the internet to make you thin. It affects your brain, man. Not good, Esther. Any addiction's not good, no matter what it is. If you're over Overextend yourself, overly rely on something. It's not good. Everything in moderation. Apart from falling out of second floor windows in Russia, obviously. You can't really have that, can you, in moderation? It's never appealed to me, saying that I have imbibed stuff in the past, but not my scene, man. The Stone Roses gig, Spike Island, was interesting. Never again. There you go, man. No. For now, Earl Grey tea, dolphin-friendly Earl Grey tea, the occasional goo. What more can you ask for? There you go, bloke talk straight away. What flavour crisps? Come on. Ali's back. Back again. 58, which you hope to be in 23 days. Which you will be in 23 days. Potato. Yep, we haven't plain ones, are we? Just plain. Plain. What's everyone's favourite crisp flavour? Go on. What are your favourite ones? Was it? Vic was talking about it the other day, wasn't she? She'd only ever had normal plain Pringles until was she in hospital or something? And she was stuck and had to have sour cream and chive, or sour cream with whichever it is, sour cream and onion, and then absolutely loved them. If you're stuck and someone gives you the crispy you never tasted before, salt and vinegar, Sam, salt and vinegar, you can't go wrong with salt and vinegar. Lips crisps, as the kids used to call them in our pub, because they make your lips tingle. Potato was in all crisps. I liked some of the old Mulligans. Was it Mulligans? No. Brannigans, sorry, not Mulligans, Brannigans. And they have to be done, they have to be said in a Brummie accent, otherwise they don't taste quite as nice. What were they? Rauwspeef and mustard, smaug them and pickle, cream cheese and chives, smaugy bacon, smoky bacon, man. But they last forever. You can eat them and then 4 weeks later, there you go. On the right track. You like smoking CBD weed, leaves the psychedelic part, but gives you, alright, so it gives you a relaxed feel. Not my scene, man. Actually, like kroephoek. Yeah. Just an aside that you keep forgetting to query, your Twitch reminder, the pub door are open. Clickbait or mistake? Never even noticed. Mistake. Clickbait. Mistake? I don't know. Both. The doors are open. Do I need to change it? The door are open. Let's have a look. Is it on there? Is it actually on there? Chatbot. What do you call me? Chatbot. It's not on chatbot. What are you on about? Twitch. Oh, Twitch. Yeah, I'm going to have to change that, aren't I? Ooh. Prawn cocktail. Oh, Louise. You filthmonger. Shrimp thingy. What do you call me? Easy to name crisps you don't like. Beef. And weird flavours. Kroephoek is the shrimp flavoured. Shrimp flour crisps. What? It's the notification. Stupid. Where? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to have a look. Remind me about it later, Mandy. I can't look now. Can't look. My head's gone west. Smoky bacon. Roast chicken. Spare rib flavoured oysters. You get that when you order Chinese. Ah, right. Oh, right. So you mean prawn crackers. Kroephoek. Prawn crackers. McCoy's Chinese spare rib flavoured. Oh, McCoy's are nice. Ribbed for your pleasure. You grew up when at family dinners, big serving tray with different cigs and cigars was passed around. What? Cigars I remember in my nan's. after a meal. All the men would smoke cigars. I didn't mind that. Hate it now. Like. Sam, you see more crisp flavours through watching the Try channel than otherwise you would have. There's so many of them around the world. It's bizarre. It is bizarre. Mandy, you know what you're meaning to mention it for ages, but you didn't. You didn't. Louise, don't they make your fingers stink? Yep. They're horrible. Oh, man. Fishy smells. Fishy smells. Hardly eat crisps or kroephoek because you have to watch your blood pressure. You've got to be careful. Got to be careful, man. Very, very careful. You had some Takis crisps the other day. They're not crisps in the strictest sense of the term, but they were very Moorish. Very Moorish. Ali Ali, you like prawn cocktail crisps? You're not a fan of prawn crackers? Prawn crackers are boss. Especially with chicken fried rice piled high on them. With curry sauce over them. Why am I doing this? Fucking hell, man. So hungry I could eat a scabby horse. I could even eat me Mars kuchen. That's how hungry I am. You ever seen the finger chopsticks for eating snacks? What? Why do people use chopsticks, by the way? 2025. We've invented stainless steel cutlery. It's much easier. Grand's mother started smoking in the 70s. Had her 60th birthday and smoked until she was 95. The one that died at 1009. Presume you mean 109 otherwise. Jesus, man. You ain't a huge fan anywhere. That's alright. Louise has, obviously, because she has to use them for having normal sized fingers at that point. Do you use them for getting your nails done? Is that what it is, Louise? You tend to like either a thicker kettle style or a nearly paper thin, nothing in between. Alright, that makes sense. Prawn crackers are grown-up skips. I'll accept that. I will accept they are, aren't they? Lucky Jeans, very lucky, absolutely. Ruby loves prawn crackers. Do you know what? I reckon that is a proper dog snack, isn't it, prawn crackers? Died at 100. Does the Big Fat Tesco have a cafe? It does. Never been in it. I've only been going in there for the last 20 odd years. But it has got a cafe upstairs. And it's got escalators. Actual escalators. I want prawn crackers now. Oh, man. I want chicken fried rice with a carton of curry. I want salt and pepper chicken. Oh, mate. You think gamers use the chopsticks to keep their little fingers clean for the buttons? Ah, is that what that is? So, isn't that great thinking? All right, I'll accept that. But adults shouldn't be using chopsticks for Chinese food at all. No need for it. Seen people trying to eat fried rice with chopsticks. What the fucking hell's going on? Get a spoon, you dickhead. But, never mind, but. Oh, man. Oh, so they're called gamer sticks. There you go. That makes perfect sense. I will accept them. I will accept them. That works. That works for me, that. I wonder, should I get a left hand? Can you get them in left hand sizes? Could I get them and just practice with me gammy hand? I don't think it'd work, would it? I don't think it'd work. They are muy interesante, Sam, as they say in Japan. Better than 58 like your mum or 54 like your foster dad. Nana made it to 93 though. Never smoked, hardly drank, only on Christmas. An advocate, obviously. Always have to have an advocate at Christmas. The only time you can ever have an advocate is at Christmas, otherwise you are a ne'er-do-well. You are a footpad, you are a vagabond. The alcohol, man, it's the demon alcohol. It is. Got to be careful with it. Smoking too, not good for you. Trust me. Trust me. Alcohol, dangerous. What, Dick? What do you call me? Yeah, Dick Advocate. Only ever see him at Christmas. My dad played against him. He was a fat little shit back then as well, back in the 80s. Ali, you've never heard of him. How can you have never heard of finger chopsticks? Says the person who never heard of myself till about 20 minutes ago. Great-great-granddad died at 78. Great-granddad died at 83. Granddad died at 59. Dad 52. Don't like those statistics. Like it's coming down. Is that what you're thinking? Lucky genes or anything? No. You'll be all right, man. I'm convinced, right? I am convinced. A lot of people put themselves in an early grave worrying about what can happen to them. So if you see something like that in your family, we had someone who passed away at the age of 21. Oh, that could happen to me. And then years later you find out, all right, the parachute didn't open, fair enough. But you spent ages worrying yourself sick over, I wonder if it's hereditary. Been smoking since 15. Man, you wish you could stop. You can. Easy. My dad was smoking for decades and give up. Just decided one day, that's it, I'm not doing it anymore. But you're going to have to want to not smoke anymore. Because if you're sneakily cheating on yourself, it's never going to work. You know what I mean? But if you really want to, just bang, that's it, done. Not doing it anymore. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Exactly, Mandy. Well, if they've had it, I must get it. Therefore, you end up getting it. The same as the idea that I mentioned on one of my other videos, didn't I? I always liken it to going ice skating. I've never been ice skating, I never will. People who go, if they expect to fall over on the ice, they will do. For the ones who just go and go, I'm going to give it a go, I'm going to get on the ice, I'm going to be sound, they might still fall over, but there's no guarantee they will. If you just think straight away, I am going to fall over on the ice, you will fall over on the ice. No messing around. There's genes and there's living on the edge. Yes, but as Reverend and the Maker said, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much room. I sort of agree with that. But it depends on which edge it is. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had a missed call there, I haven't. Spin isn't working, unfortunately, Louise. Lulu Bellatini, the spin's not working. Don't know why. I've changed it. Changed it live on screen to see if it's come into life, and it hasn't. Wales gone mad.
It's going up.
Sorry, just pressed the wrong bloody button there. Ice skating sucks anyway. Ice skating's cool. Spin is temporarily out of action. Temporarily out of gas. It's Queen, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know why. You do know a woman who was convinced she'll die at 63 because both her parents died at age 63. It's no guarantee, is there? Just because that happened. Would she also believe she's going to win the lottery because someone else in her family won the lottery? That's when on your 63rd birthday you worry yourself to death. Told you. You'd been alright if you hadn't been fucking worrying about it. Wonder how long would you have to go back to find one of you? Your sister has like 6,000 people just in the USA as near relatives on My Heritage. Ali hasn't gone up. She's just at level 47. It's not Ali's levelled up to 47. She put a little thing in. If you have a look just above that, she's put in exclamation mark level, and it tells you what level you're at, which is slightly confusing because I look and go, oh, no, she hasn't. Old fashioned, have to ask what drink you want. Ironically, old fashioned is a drink as well. See, it's fate. You're just checking you didn't level up yet. Yeah, if she inherits bad habits, then she's bound to. A bad habit being thinking that you're going to end up passing the mic, because fucking, not worried about dying, just worried if Murphy won't shit on you because so far she has. Murphy's Law by any chance? Nah, you'll be alright, man. Everyone, just be upbeat, be thankful. Don't worry about stuff too much. It's a negative energy. You don't need negative energies. What the fuck that is that? There's something there anyway. I'm not a Buddhist, but no. If it turns into a pterodactyl, it's going. Be in the present. Absolutely, Sam. Be in the present. Don't worry about what could happen. Think about what's actually happening. Well, I could. Yeah, well, you could, but at the moment, the sun is rising and the place looks amazing. Go and look at that instead. But what happens if... I fucking hate that. My sister's a bit like that. But what happens if... So what happens if... In theory, you could leave your house right now and a plane could fall out the sky and hit you. It could happen. It's not likely to happen, but it could happen. If that was the case, you'd never leave the house, would you? But if you never left the house, what would happen? Starve to death? Or something in there. You'd cut yourself on in the drawer, cut yourself on a knife, and then you go septic. Then you wouldn't be able to leave the house, would you? No. But what happens if? For fuck's sake, man, just live in the... You like confusing me, you do. I've noticed that, I think. I always thought Murphy was a he. There you go. Hey, Murphy's Law, Murphy. There's no guarantee. Murphy could be a he, a she. Could be gender fluid. There's no law to say Murphy is one or anything else. Steve-O, off to bed now, buddies, mate. Nice to see you, You're nice. You game. Laters Helen, Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field. And Ruby Roo. Murphy's something was a show with Candice Bergen. Oh yeah, I remember that. Murphy Brown. Was she a journalist or something in that? Or am I thinking of something else? I seem to remember it. I've seen that before somewhere. Sure I have. I'm almost certain. Are you sure? I'm certain. That's the one, yeah. See? I can't remember my own name at times, but I can remember loads of weird stuff from back then. TV newscast. That's the one. I remember it, yeah. And now I can remember WKRP in Cincinnati. See? The little steps are coming together. Bizarre. Oh, man. I think we'll have to make another cup of tea before bed later. Remind me of that. Well, if you have to be anxious because life threatens you, right, saying just live in the moment doesn't help. Like as your panic attacks, but chill, man, don't you? Yeah, I know it doesn't, but Casper, genuinely, for a lot of people, if they just stopped panicking about things, half of the problems would go away. There's so many people who panic about nothing, and it makes themselves worse and worse. I know loads of people like that. As I say, my sister's like that. If she gets a headache, it's a brain tumour. There's no in between. It's always got to be the worst possible thing. And the more you do that, the worse you become. You make yourself unwell. You make yourself unhealthy. Can't have that. At least if you try and look on the positive side of things, try and be a little bit more circumspect, a bit more chilled about things. If things do eventually end up being what's gone as bad as it possibly can, then start panicking by all means. But man, don't worry about things that might never happen. If something does bloody happen, worry then. Make a cup of tea before bed. I might make a bucket of tea, to be honest with you. A nice bucket of tea. I normally take a thermos with me. So if I wake up during the middle of the night, which as an old man I am quite often known to do, I'll get up, have a swig of me tea, lad, and then go and make a bit more room for some more. Murphy was Edward A. Murphy, American aerospace engineer. I did not know that. There's a lot of literature out there, both Asian philosophical writings and newer evidence-based writing that supports being in the present. I think it works, genuinely. Literature is available to everyone all over the world at the blink of an eye. You can find it, can't you? Yeah, it isn't easy, but it is definitely something to aspire to. to think about what's happening right now rather than what could possibly happen, or even what has happened. Can you get yourself away from that? Just constantly thinking about something now it's dangerous. Yeah, like asking someone to control your emotions, it's not possible. You can talk yourself all you want, but certain intense emotions isn't affected by that. It's terrible. Yeah, I know, but again, what all you're trying to do for yourself is give yourself the best possible opportunity. And if you have got problems that you can't just talk yourself out of, then you have to face them up somewhere else. But seeing the worst possible outcome all the time is not healthy. You can talk yourself into being worse. So you've got to, I don't know, at least try. All got to work on ourselves, we have. There's also more self-help type writing, or even apps if therapists or monks are not available. You can carry stuff around with you all the time. Oh, Sam, you have leveled up. That is definitely a...
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It is there. There's so much available to us. There's so much information available to us. There's so much shared experience available to us. People have been all around the world and other places and have taken video. I've written about it. I've written about their experiences. We can share that. Just within seconds on your phone, you can find something. It's amazing. We live in that kind of that era, that kind of world. And yet, so many of us just sat there, TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Whatever tickles your pickle, man. Isn't easy, but you can train yourself to an extent, Thomas, you can. You were very negative in your younger days. No, you weren't. With some effort, you've learned to be kinder and more positive. You can see the benefit. It can be done. It doesn't always work 100%, but if you can just drag yourself 10, 15, 20% away from the areas that are not good for you, all the better. It's like smoking 10 a day rather than 20 a day. You're not give up completely, have you? Know what I mean? But you're trying to help yourself. Be aware of symptoms, but try to relax as much as possible, definitely. Tai Chi, yoga, all help. I found that meditating, I can't do it all the time, but when it does work, it works really well. Facing closed curtains, ones that are quite light, just face the sun. So it's shining through your eyelids, and then relax as much as possible and try and get rid of all the negativity if you can. Sometimes it works for me. And if not, I tend to feel a little bit more relaxed afterwards anyway. Hugs for Tom. Steve, I had enough bloody therapy. But it's good though, isn't it? Know what I mean? It just, if it helps. If it doesn't, get rid of it. Aikido is another. The art of peace. We need that. Definitely. Hugs to all. We need more hugs. Yeah. So very many modalities are available that there is something for everyone out there. Be open to it. Yeah, I'd always say that. I don't always agree with something or believe in something, but just go in with an open mind. If you come out with the exact same thoughts, then at least you can say, well, I've tried it, or I've read about it, I've given it a go, I've done something. So I should just finish with a counsellor. You self-refer to a service in workforce well-being. Oh man, I know that well. There's that edge that they may not be entirely there for you, but the principle is what, yeah, it is. Definitely. We've got the similar thing in our place as well. Pam assist, which is not good because Pam's my mother's name. You found an old note from your dad to your mum when he made her a 5-week plan for training to run a 5k. You need to be more active. You really miss being active. Time to get back out there. Get out there, man. Being active helps. Being active releases endorphins. It's good for you. Good for your brain. Right. Liking who you are as a start. Yeah, definitely. You can't be. If you can't be happy with yourself, you can't be happy with anything. Not as extreme as loving yourself. Filth, Mandy. Yeah, liking who you are is definitely a start. Or at least making peace with who you are. I might not like who I am, but I'm going to try and work on who I am and accept who I am to begin with. Because if you don't, I'm alright, there's nothing wrong with me, you're never going to improve, are you? We all know you're having a crap time with your last job. Yet talking to someone for a bit of advice and sense check was helpful. To see you out of your old job and into the new one. It is. Just being able to talk to people, saying the words out loud is such a help. Don't let yourself be influenced by thinking about what you think others think about you. Yeah, absolutely. Just, yeah. Otherwise, you end up being worse and worse and worse and worse. Comparison is the thief of happiness. Hell yeah. Mandy, it is none of their business. Louise, you are 100% correct. It's typical of Louise to say that, isn't it? No, but it is absolutely 100% right. Yeah, you are. Gotta like yourself. Or in my case, love myself. Darlings, darlings. Even Popeye. I am what I am. Or was that Descartes? One or the other, isn't it? Great if it works, but you've had therapy since 14 because of your fucked up youth. So there's a point when it's just dealing on your own with life. It is, but for some people, the therapy is the thing that helps them unlock what they need to have within them to deal with everything that they've dealt with. Not everyone does. I didn't realise I had stress and anxiety years ago until I read about it on a wellness work well-being week that we had. And I found out, I've got all of these. I've ticked every single box, which means I should be in a padded cell because of this. Just saying the words out loud to the doctor about some of the stuff I was going through lifted a weight off my shoulder. I'd said them out loud. They weren't a secret anymore. I wasn't keeping things to myself. They're out there in the ether. That took most of their power away. But I needed to say it to someone. Once I did. And I was able to deal with everything else after that. Apart from the self-medicating with alcohol, which I took too far, unfortunately. Yeah. That's my point when the support you're given is helping you deal with the things yourself. Exactly that, man. I is what I is. It is René Descartes or Popeye or both. Got the tools and trying to bounce back. You don't get the tools yourself, you have to learn them. That's where your therapy comes in. They hand you the tools. They make you as resilient as possible to take the next steps going forward. All easier said than done. Yeah, letting go, accepting. It's a key part of it. I am putting it more eloquently than you are. No, not at all. I just know what I experienced. Just saying that. The words coming out your mouth, just they're there. I can't take them back anymore. They're out there. They're no longer a secret. I don't need to carry this anymore on my own. This burden is being carried by me and this fantastic man, woman. It was the fella I was speaking to. Forget his name. Such a great fella, and I got loads from him, and now I can barely remember him. How bad's that? Yeah, anyway. Just saying the words, me and him are dealing with this now together. Not just me. He's willing to share the burden of what I'm talking about. That's brilliant. I could have done it in the pub talking to me mates, but I'm a man. We don't talk about our feelings, do we? Maybe we should. Know what I mean? Keep bouncing, Esther. Be asking for feet pics next. Your specialist told you to try singing. I can imagine that really helps, Louise. I really do. Because it releases tension, singing. Whether you're in the car on your own, a bit like primal scream therapy. I found that sometimes in the car, just shouting swear words that loud, got so much out of my system. Singing in the car, singing in the bath, in the shower, whatever. It's the act of it releases something, releases tension. Do it, Louise. What are you going to sing? Both doing a great job. Oh, thank you. Whatever makes you happy. Plus it does regulate your breathing. You have to breathe in if you're singing, you have to. So you take oxygen on board, and yeah, it does. concentrates your mind on the lyrics. It takes it away from thinking about other stuff. And the vibrations from the notes can be therapeutic. Oh, hello. It's the vibrations that really help. No Ed Sheeran. No fucking Ed Sheeran, man. Primal Screaming's definitely good. Do you know what? No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I'll try it. Oh, fuck me. Yes, it is. It is. People, I don't think people realise until they try it. They must look at it thinking it's a bit like, it's new age woo woo. It's not going to work. Go in the middle of a forest and scream something. Scream obscenities, dead loud. You will feel so much better. You'll hear bats and things. No more bats. Owls flapping away in the distance, trying to get away from you. But you'll feel great. Bollocks! There you go. Brilliant. See the lady in India that did laughing therapy? I've seen, I forget which programme it was on, but there was a TV show which did that. They went travelling around the world looking at sort of strange things around the world. India, laughing therapy was one of them. How positive is that? Even if it seems fake at first, it suddenly becomes real and it becomes infectious, not infective, infectious. Everyone starts proper laughing and there's a positivity to it. I reckon it works. I like that. I love that, except you need karaoke, you're rubbish with lyrics. Says the actual singist amongst us. Find a song, you must know at least one song that you know the words to. How about no, 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 no. Just sing that over and over again, scream it. How about Whoa Body Form from the advert? Just sing that. Mandy, you can do that, come on. Whoa, body for home. Body form for Hugh. Who's Hugh? You've got a lovely CD album in the car, half an hour long, relatively gentle, lyrically nice. You sing along. It soothes you, Tomash. Good stuff. I'd be a good therapist. I would be, occasionally. And how are you? Are you okay? How are you feeling in yourself? Are you okay? Are you fine? I worked behind the bar for a long time. Mandy, again, you've worked behind the bar, haven't you? That, at times, you are like a therapist to people. They will tell you their innermost secrets, and you have to not judge and try and drag them, some of them, away from the way they're feeling too. Yeah, everyone starts out fake laughs. Gets enough people laughing for real in the group and helps with breathing. It's regulating the breathing. If you can do that, that's when you start getting, you get into a rhythm, you get into the relaxed state, like you say. It's just, I don't know, anything that helps regulate. If you get into that rhythm, again, singing's one of them, laughing must be one of them. Just, it's a rhythm. Life's a rhythm. I think it's just everything to do with that. You're not convinced forced laughter helps, though, because you're a miserable bastard, Mandy. I'm only joking, you miserable bastard. Didn't help much with your arthritis, though, which is what she was a specialist in. Ah. Have you tried WD-40? Sound like your mate Angela in the past. Did karaoke together. She had the voice, she knew the lyrics. So between the two of you, you made a half-decent singist. Sister was bullied in the lower classes when she was 18. She was on the, when she was 18, she was on the X Factor. They all suddenly wrote to her and was like, oh, how are you, my friend? Horrible, aren't they, bastards? Laughter has that brinkmanship with crying. Maybe that's a part of it. It is. It is, definitely. Yeah, there you go. You'd watch EB. Eclectic Beard. His laugh is infectious. It is. When he's laughing about something, you really get like proper belly laughs. You can't help but laugh and join in with it. Laughter is infectious. Bar staff, the unpaid working man's therapists. We are. We've lost the pub culture. We have. Cost of living, COVID, lifestyle, it is. Micro breweries, micro pubs opening up. Cheap beer in the supermarkets. It's another component as to why we don't know our neighbours. Why we're not keeping each other in check. We are. Which is why this is important to me, having the same kind of vibe as an old school British pub. Because it was important to me living there. I learned a lot. I grew as a human being living in the pub. I like it. I like the way we've got here as well. We're trying to take that pub culture with us. Learning, relearning, emotional regulation is the key to a happy life. Right, Sam? Absolutely. Sometimes people just need that as well. Need to be reminded that's what's important. Don't concentrate on things that are too bad. Just come on, go back to what we knew. Even the lady at the toilet was kind of shrinking in the clubs. All right, you were talking to them all the time. Whoever you need to talk to make yourself better is your therapist. The person on the bus, the person in work who you can rely on. The landlady, the landlord, the staff, anyone behind the bar. Hang on, I ain't going where we are. Is the dukey knackered? It's gone a bit weird. The stream started 3 hours and 10 minutes ago. Oops. Mindful of my rest, and I'm going to have to stop in a minute. Middle ground is what's aimed for. Levelling out highs and lows. Yeah. Do not let your highs get too highs, nor your lows too lows. Just trying to find some kind of middle ground. Your dad's rules for the servers was you can drink beer but no shots or drugs behind the bar, yeah? With two being sacked for taking shots and doing lines. What? Neighbour check might not work for everyone. Your neighbours did, but you felt you watched on the other one out. But if something did happen and they found you, you'd be grateful, wouldn't you? Uptime is the pause equivalent to the therapist checking the watch. Yeah. I think it's meant more on society than just neighbours. Right, yeah, you're right though, you are. You are right, all of you. Anyway, when the screen is clean, you know what that means. Come on, dancing shoes on, we can do this. Are we having the dancing shoes? Does everybody have their dancing shoes on? Are you ready? Are you ready for love? And that's that.